just a prank. I'm playing Doomfist out.
Get pranked.
You know what? Reckon we should group just to show them.
Isn't that Soul who crashes every like game?
No,
That's Recon.
no, that's yeah, that's definitely it's Recon.
I
Like,
got
he
off that.
stopped playing because he crashed so much. Sentai does it too, though. Although it's because of Mirage. And proof of that, right after you crashed the game we played yesterday, when you were ziplining up behind them, right after you had crashed, one of the guys, I had just finished him, and there was a Mirage standing there, reloading, right after we killed him.
That was one of the, that's what the update supposedly fixed, was crashes based on Mirage, but who knows, I'll probably crash something.
Crashes again, uninstalls.
No, I'll still play. I just, like, I was done for that night. I crashed, literally, like, 15 times that day.
I counted like 6, but
Alright, let's go.
All right, so this is gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be against Obsidian, so it's nice and casual. You know, we're all friends, but let's focus really hard on just. I mean, obviously we want to win, but
we're
Diff, Hanzo.
gonna fuck him up.
it's gonna be.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
always casual.
Think they have Hanzo Widow.
Let's definitely reworking on comms.
Let's go top right. Take
Hanzo.
hacker.
3, 2, 1, go, go,
Alright.
go.
Okay, we're anti. Don't push in
Wait it
yet.
out, wait it out, wait it out.
Alright. Creating space here. They have no bubble. We can go in on it.
Miss.
Alright, I'm low. Kai healing, Ryan.
I'm gonna push on the right side.
You're anti.
I'm anti. I'm low. Alright,
That is one.
Not bad.
get Hanzo. Nice. Yeah,
Got
pick on
Hanzo's
Hanzo.
dead.
Let's drop. Right side point. There's an
Honest
Ash.
left the point,
Ash
Honest
right side.
left the point, Honest no
Ash
sleep left the
showing up
point.
top.
Mofo.
Push up. Alright,
I
push up.
flipped him.
Get Ryan. Rhino bubble. Go for Ryan.
Ryan's dead.
Ran one.
Ash up top. I'm
Ren,
low.
sorry,
Zen on
sorry,
me.
sorry.
Zen on me.
Dead.
Get Ren.
I'm
On a
asleep.
left, on a
Let's not
left
say
one.
Ren. Alright,
On a
yeah,
left.
Ana.
Top.
Dead. I'm
Nice.
pushing Ash.
Hanzo
Hanzo's on A.
right side. Going for Hanzo.
Immediate top.
I'm on you.
Hanzo's one. He's dead. The tank's alone. No, wait. It's going back. Alright.
You don't have main heals, be careful.
I have Shatter Fist fight. The other
Yeah,
line's
Final for the
probably either 70 Shatter or just has Shatter.
Winstar, switch with Commando for on cart.
Let's
We-
say B because they're gonna be looking for Grab Drag in this fight.
Yeah, we want the person that's the highest amount of heals being able to carry the rest of the team. You by yourself aren't going to be able to heal 4 different people to full.
So let's save that B for Grab Dragon.
You're out of line of sight, Reckon.
Also, let's bait out their trans before we use Grab Dragon because they have a Zen.
Does
So
she?
before
Do you think they
we
have it
use
yet?
Grab Dragon, either pick off Ren, either pick off
I think
We have anti.
Honest low right side.
We have anti. If we
Honest half on the right.
Oh,
Honest
shit.
half on the right.
Alright,
Dead.
push out. They use three ults. Let's push back.
so remember Zen Trance doesn't matter with anti. If we take a second to get our Ana in a good position to land an anti, then we don't need to bait out trans.
Alright.
Try to send someone to secure Ana on top left on high ground, maybe Hanzo or Reaper to help protect, and then everyone else go for it, and she should be able to get a grab.
Because I don't have any range.
Mhm.
I have Death Blossom.
I'm antied. Pushing up.
Okay, look
I'm gonna
for the
for
graph.
Shatter.
Look for the graph.
Kai bubble.
Ryan's anti.
Ryan is low.
They're down one. They're down.
Get Ryan. Get on Ryan.
I'm
Dead.
gonna drop
Shatter.
It's Zarya.
I got three. I got both their supports. Ana's dead. Go for Zen. Zen nets. Nice. Probably didn't need to use Nano there, but that's okay. Ash. Alright, no more ults.
Back near their spawn.
It's okay. We're gonna have Grab Dragon for this.
Okay, they still. Wait, let's kill their Zen, or let's either anti-kill Zen or wait for trans.
Give graph. Nice.
Pushing back.
I can grab
They have
whenever.
McCree instead of Ash.
Do we want to anti?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
6
Okay, let's
seconds
look
to
for it.
Nice.
Keep tank. Back out. Keep healing. Nice.
Good cause.
Push up. We're up.
You're
Down.
right.
I'm on card on her.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright, we can Death Blossom this fight. Beat Blossom.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, just speed blossom.
Speed beat blossom. Yeah.
They're gonna have nano again now.
We're gonna say beat for any ults they come out at the end.
They're probably gonna flashbang it.
I'm 80 a shatter. Ryan has shatter right now.
Focus on McCree. Hanzo's on left. Ana's on left.
Pushing back. They use grab. Nice. Yep.
Let them use ults.
Yeah,
They overulted there. That's good.
Grab shatter. I mean grab.
Alright, we'll come back with speed blossom. Alright.
Commander, did you have nade for that for when you got grabbed, or did you have to wait for the cooldown? Yeah, you could.
Hanzo's overextended.
Okay, because you want to do it as soon as possible because it will not let them anti the grav. So you guys got antied, and so if you're heal boosted, they can't switch it to anti. So you have to wait for the full anti to be gone to switch it. So
I'm gonna look for shatter.
You want to definitely land the nade first.
Okay.
Hold on. They nano grind.
Back up. Nice.
Nano me. Or no, wait, no.
No.
Ryan's anti.
Get Ryan. Pinned Ryan. Ryan's dead. Push up.
We're up. Keep going.
Yep, we're definitely up. Keep going.
McCree's one in the back.
Nice. Zarya. Alright. Get
Speeding back to point.
McCree. Hanzo. I'm gonna look for shatter here.
You're on the left side, flanking.
Shattering. I got three.
You're on the line of sight.
No. Hanzo's dead. Kai healing.
Yeah, I'm on you. Sleeping Ryan, miss.
Right.
Watch out for McCree ult.
He's dead.
Nice. Alright. Let's push up.
Winnable.
They're down main tank. Push up. Pushing.
On cart, one on cart.
Dead pushing.
I'm on card.
Alright.
Hanzo on a payload.
Get Anna. Get Hanzo. Anna nets. Anna.
Ana's one actually one.
I'm down.
Tracer.
Counter stuns Reinhardt. Ryan no shield. They use beat. They use grab.
Reset.
Alright, reset.
I got graph for next fight.
Tracer's pushing on me.
Come to your right a little bit.
We can look for nano shatter. Here.
Ana's on the right. Ana's alone on the right.
Side.
Getting out.
Push up. Watch out for dragon.
Hanzo's dead.
I got pinned. Go for Ryan. Ryan's anti.
Tracer at mega behind.
So what's the region that you switched to soldier? Do you have a reason, or is it just cause?
They had range and I couldn't do anything against it.
Okay.
They had like every counter to my ult.
Alright.
Alright, let's push up. They don't have bubble. Looking for shatter.
Ryan is low. Ryan is one. Nice.
Ryan's dead. Let's push up. We're up.
Lucio's one.
Up two. Go for Zarya.
Tracer to recall back left.
Zarya on me. Tap healing.
Yep.
Push up. Zarya. Get Zarya. Don't let Zarya touch. Zarya. Good job.
So very very good. Reconfigured whenever you get grav, make sure you're on the same page with commando. You can wait a couple seconds for that nade. It's gonna help you guys a lot. He had just used nade right on that last one, and you guys finished it out. But we had just been talking about it. It's good to just be like, I have grav, save nade. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's just if you could give him that call, so he can save it for just like a second or two. An anti on that is an insta wipe no matter what, basically. Like if they can.
Opposing Ana's ultis, by the way.
Good. I liked it. I think you use it on Ryan. I think every time, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Good. I think it was fine. It worked out. So. I think it wasn't necessarily necessary to do it on the Rhine every single time. I think if you had seen a DPS been able to get a good position, look for it. But Rhine is never a bad thing to nano. So.
It was my bad calling the nano when I was anti. That was kind of a waste.
Yeah, I should have recognized it. It's all good. I'm gonna be playing.
I don't know if I like the Reaper in our death ball comp.
Why?
Because I don't know what to do. Like,
You're gonna be mostly standing with Z. Yeah, sit with Z and work the shield, and then after you break in the shield, then you have free lane over their front line.
my problem with that is once Z gets aggressive, there's nothing for me to hide behind, and if there's
Yeah, you're gonna have to be very vocal and with Z on yeah, you're gonna have to be very.
Bubbles and Raid
Shield,
can go
please.
to Raid can go to cover.
Sombra, Sombra, get you.
Alright, let's hold left side.
Top left.
They're
Hold
dropping
now.
down.
All right, what's their comp?
No,
They have no shield, no shield.
Run in,
They're anti, they're anti, going, they're anti. They're anti, Ryan's low.
Genji's dead.
Nice, let's
Zarya,
push.
Zarya low, Zarya low,
Keep
Zarya
pushing.
low.
Anna, right side, Anna. Alright, they're backing out, back up.
Lucio almost fell into the water with that sleep, dude.
Damn. Alright, let's hold right side in.
When start play a little bit safer with Commando, they have 2 flankers.
Alright.
They're gonna try to dive with Cause and
Left side.
Seacon on him.
Yep, left side.
Look for an anti here. They have
Sombra's
no
behind,
bubble, no bubble. I'm gonna look for a shatter here. Shattering. Oh damn.
Main heal's dead. Main heal's dead.
Sombra main back.
They're pushing up.
Lucio's low on point.
Look for a nano if it helps.
Genji's on
Where,
main.
where,
I'm working.
what happened? Why did we split up so far?
The Sombra really took all of your guys' attention away. You guys have the time for the recontest though.
On point. Got Zen.
Zarya.
They nanoed Reinhardt. I'm dead. That's okay, just back up. Got their Zarya.
Low.
Rotating to top.
I'm also going high ground.
Okay.
Use tire and switch.
Okay.
When you got grab, and I'll use the tire with.
They have a Sombra, so they're gonna be looking for EMP shatter.
Reconfigured. You need to be with Z. You don't need to be on high ground. You need to be with Z.
Yeah, sure.
I know, but their combos are gonna be EMP shatter, so let's watch out for that. Watch out for that Sombra.
Genji's coming top right.
Yep.
Sombra's one. Sombra dead. Genji's
We
dead.
got we.
Keep calling. You have picks.
On a left payload. On a
They're
left
under behind you.
on the
Down
Veiw.
behind you.
Lucio one on payload. Getting healed.
Back
Lucio's
up.
still
Grab tire. And stop this point.
Yeah.
Z, watch those charges. Hit the wall on that gate. Don't go all the way through.
Back, going to mega.
Alright.
I'm in position for an anti if you have grab.
Alright, let's look for it. I'm hacked. They're pushing up on me.
Run.
That works, I guess.
Alright,
Zarya
dead.
payload.
Yep, Zarya. Focus, Zarya.
Zarya one. Nice. Genji back one.
Genji.
So you teleport
So Commando, like in this situation, nano visors are really good, and it might be a little bit better than your Ryan. So if we can get Soul in a good position for a nano visor, we would be able to do a lot of work on.
So on and soldier can stay high ground. I'll jump down.
Yes. So watch.
Yeah, they're gonna.
You have.
They're gonna be.
they're
They're
probably
Top right.
They're right there.
Start backing off.
Yeah, and then
Alright.
is real combo.
I'm gonna look for a shattering. They're all shattered. Shattered.
Let me in the back.
Nice. Go for Anna. Push up.
Got you.
Thank you.
I'm right behind you guys.
Definitely gonna have nano blade now.
Alright, back up.
Man, I love throwing stuff off my desk because I'm throwing my mouse across the room.
They're gonna be looking. They're mainly gonna be looking for EMP shatter, and they also have nano blade. So let's say B.
Save sleep. Sombra's probably gonna hack me or try to hack me before they go for that.
We're going top right again.
Yeah, they're on top. High ground. They're gonna be looking for that EMP shatter. Watch out. I can't see.
We can nano.
Sombra's to the right.
Ready?
They're pushing up on me using blade.
Shit.
I need healing. Healing on point.
Sorry, I woke him up. That's my bad.
It's
That's
fine.
entirely my fault.
Kill.
Call still. Call.
Snafu one.
Ana one.
Look for a nano. Look for a nano on someone if you need it.
You need a contest point.
Nice. Okay.
Somber left.
Then look for a shatter.
Lucio dead.
Lucio dead. Zarya one. I'm hacked. Somber behind. I'm hacked. Dive healing.
Ana's one on left side.
Dive healing.
Reloading. I got grab coming
Use
out.
the grab
Summer
if
slip
you need
behind.
it.
Summer slip behind.
Use the grab if you need.
I can't
I'm slapped,
do
I'm
it from
anti.
right here. Grabbing them on point. Having to reload.
Didn't need to use that shatter. That's my bad.
I'm shattered.
It's okay.
Anna in the back. Slept.
Zarya on point.
Yep. Zarya on me. Dead.
Nice.
Good retake. Really good retake.
Did I hit that sleep on that Ana?
Yeah.
Hey, dive
Oh,
healing.
I didn't see Ana.
You on
The
Ryan?
one on the
You on
Sombra
Ryan?
was perfect, dude.
What?
The only thing that could have been a little better, Wind, if you could have taxied me, I could have gotten grab or something quicker, right?
Also helping on getting on a snafu.
Yeah.
At
What?
web position, and that could have been a
Let me
fucking.
know if he uses his sleep.
That should have been a game-taking shatter.
Main.
I'm watching for an anti.
Genji on top.
Can you stop? Nice.
On in the back.
I'm hacked. Using everything. I'm pushing up.
Somber's flanking her on right side.
Lucio dead. Ryan next. Ryan one. Zarya on point.
Zarya.
Somber behind me.
Nice.
I'm sleeping top. Ana's one in back.
Get Somber. Somber dead. Good shit,
Nice.
boys.
Real
Good
good stuff.
fucking Shit.
I'm really liking this ultra more than the Reaper.
Yeah.
Tank is off.
If it works, hey, if it works, do it. You know, that's all that matters. I'm fine with if you're more comfortable in soldier and you think you're doing more value, then yeah, we can switch it.
That anti was huge.
No, especially on the shatter when you antied them. Holy fuck, that was. I got an insta quadruple kill from that. That was that was fucking amazing.
Yeah, when you got that shatter on high ground, I just kind of right clicked into it, and then I got one kill, but everybody else was at
I know.
50 health
It was
afterwards.
fucking crazy.
And you just kind of yeet, and they all died.
They got shattered, helixed, and naded in the space of like 2 seconds.
They have a very weak.
Very weak what?
Who's their weak link?
Their Zarya is not.
That's unfortunate.
He's
Yeah, I
a main
think-
tank, I think. He's not a
Yeah.
bot tank.
Yeah. They have two.
Yeah, they're
main
waiting
tanks,
for
that's
Heisenberg.
Oh, there's Heisenberg. All right, I'm gonna grab myself something to drink real quick.
I like how they took out both main tanks. They're like, oh shit, we still need to play one.
They're like, none. We don't want him anymore.
I can just feel Snafu's rage right.
Oh, you should have seen it earlier. Oh my gosh, Snafu was they were all making fun of Snafu for like being harsh on them, and he was like, "What? You don't think I can hear the click clack of your keys talking shit behind my?" It started like going off on them. Oh, it's so fucking funny.
What happened?
Where was it? Where'd it go?
Wait, what happened?
There was just a huge conversation between Ren and Snafu. It was super funny.
What do we want? Attack? Let's do attack first. Let's try that. Let's try that dive strat and see how that works out for us.
And King's Row.
The strat we used yesterday with wrecking. I don't think you were there, but or you might have been. We were using wrecking ball, Winston.
I think I was there. I was on Widow.
I think you were too.
So Snafu goes, Seacon, maybe if you got a no, where is it? Seacon goes, Snafu equals blah blah blah, military blah blah, doctor blah blah, masters blah blah, training blah blah, Ana blah blah, Farah blah blah, Apex. And Snappy goes, funny how the only time the whole team is ever completely silent aside from the pitter-patter of gossipy key smashing is quite consistently after I drop a bomb on all of you with uncomfortable wisdom and say something that needs to be said, albeit lacking in political sugarcoating. Sick burn incoming. It was so good.
Man, dogs are so retarded. It's not even funny.
Someone was talking about that.
Are
Like,
we ready,
animals
Z?
are
Or
smart.
what are we doing?
Oh
here?
yeah, sorry, we're ready. Yeah.
God damn.
Wait, we're on King's Row though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
never mind.
just
Okay.
said
Yeah,
that.
we were talking, guys.
Okay, okay.
So we're on King's Row, guys. Do you want to do dive?
I'm thinking
That's a
6 bastions.
I like it. I like it.
I like it.
They
Re-
might have
No, no,
graph.
no, no,
They
no,
might
no,
have
no,
graph.
no, no.
They might have
5 mercies in 1 bastion.
I like this.
Or 4 mercies, 2 bastions. Then each bastion gets 1 heal,
Does
1 damage.
mercy
No, wait,
damage
no.
boost stack when you have more than
I
one?
don't think it does.
Damn.
I think it does. I think it's technically.
New strat, Nano Mercy, and then do damage.
I think every beam is 50 heals a second. So I don't know why it would be different.
No, like the
Every
damage
Widow
boost.
shot would be
Oh,
instant kill.
I don't think damage boost stacks. I think the healing per second stacks though.
Like, you don't
Dude,
even
can
need
you
to
imagine that
you
shit?
just insta-kill.
But here's the real question: does nanoing a mercy increase her damage boost?
No, Nano Mercy, then
No.
damage boost Winston.
But it.
Nano
Oh
mercy
my
does
god.
not
Banana
increase
Valk.
damage for healing.
Wow.
All it does is increase
So
damage
good.
output.
I hit Mercy's Valk when I'm Widow.
What's
They
the
just
best
come
alt
in.
to Nano?
Right, though?
I'd say Nano. What if someone nanoed High Noon? That'd be fucking.
That's called Electric Cowboy. You don't do that?
20 seconds till the game starts. Watch for the widow. They're gonna anticipate the widow.
They
from
have.
seeing.
They have
Little do they
Hanzo.
know.
They might.
They
We
saw that
could.
in the ceiling.
We're going
They
through
see-
hotel, but we need to. But we're gonna need to stay together and actually go
Hotel
all
side?
into hotel. Yeah, hotel
Hotel.
side.
Which is left.
I don't think they're gonna
Yes,
open.
left side, guys.
I don't think they're gonna open.
Alright, we're gonna speed through
What's like
hotel.
about Hanzo and Azaria?
Ash.
Ash.
You guys ready?
Dynamite.
Yep. Let's go.
Go,
Onward.
go.
On.
Get Anna. Nice, let's push up. What the fuck are you doing, Snafu? I'm dead.
Keep calling. Go. You'll
Go,
see.
go, keep.
Oh, there we go.
We're down
Back.
2 tanks. Go back out.
Just get low.
Both healers dead though. We can
Yeah,
push
they're down
them
both
quick.
their healers, but we have 2.
They have long respawn. Wait for your respawns to go quick. Wait for your respawns. Go quick.
Yep.
Although they have Lucio, so we're gonna need to do
I guess
really
I'll pick
fast.
up when Z dies.
Okay. I'll keep
Okay,
going.
I'm taxing.
Snafu's back. Lucio's
Ah.
speed. Hold on. We should wait. Let's go right side. Hold on. Let's wait till we're grouped out. Let's go right side.
On and
Anna's
mid.
out.
Alright, I'm gonna go high ground.
Sleeping Ryan. Miss.
All right. Shields going down.
Snafu's back left.
Good Ryan.
On his back left.
You're
Shields
low,
dead.
you're low.
Healing.
Hi.
I'm not back out. Back out.
Ryan is one.
Healing.
Yeah,
Healing,
I'm on
Reinhardt,
you, I'm
please.
on you, I'm on you. Sleeping
Thank
Ryan.
you.
Miss.
I'm gonna look for shattering.
Ryan is still one.
Oh, I counter shattered their team. They nanoed.
I have no sleep for this round.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing?
Ash is one. Ryan
There,
is one.
Ryan is down.
Winnable.
You got a tick. Keep playing on
It's
point.
winnable,
Play
it's
on
definitely
point.
winnable. Yep. Keep playing.
Play for the ticks.
Hanzo.
All right, back out.
Alright, back out.
It's alright, good tick, good fight.
So Snafu's been playing in that same spot. Maybe you go through hotel again. You might be able to catch him out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's wait till we're grouped, then we'll go left side.
Make sure the teams isn't there though, because if they recognize that, they're gonna want to protect them a lot more.
It's okay. Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, speed.
No, he's not over here. We can push on their backline though. Their backline's separated.
They're using dragon.
We're all dead.
I had
Yeah.
80 health and instantly died.
All right, we'll back up.
Love that. There's a Lucio chasing you. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll go top right.
Alright, we might be able to
Right,
nanovize
right
this
side.
fight.
All right, you're coming up on ults.
All right, still ready.
They're not gonna have nano.
Hold on. All right, let's go. Right side. No dynamite.
On fire.
Watch out for Hanzo. Hanzo
Go high
building.
ground.
Okay.
We get nanovisor.
Cause
I'm
slept
low.
off.
Oh, I'm
Guaranteed.
okay. That was close.
Don't wake Hanzo.
Shit,
Don't
I'm
wake
hammered.
Hanzo.
No ults.
Hanzo's dead.
Winnable? Maybe?
No. backing up.
No, can we switch off soldier?
Whenever people play Ash on, we tend to lose our Rhine. We just need to be careful about that.
And we'll play slow then. Alright, let's go right side this time. This time, let's be ready. It's like they're focused on soldiers
They are,
this
they're chasing
time.
me.
Okay. I'm gonna let you shatter here.
Honest playing top mid. I don't have sleep.
Bob, sleep Bob, sleep Bob.
I don't have sleep.
I beat it.
Okay. Hey, now to Bob, I'm dead.
I can visor behind them.
Alright, we gotta burn ults here.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
don't
okay.
burn
Once
ults
we
right
go,
now.
once we go in, then they're focused on us. Use visor.
I got Hanzo.
Alright,
Go,
nice.
get
Let's
to the
go.
window.
Let's
You gotta go quick. They know you're there now. You gotta go quick. They know you're there. Yep.
Go. I'm gonna let you shatter. They blocked it.
Ash on right. Ash alone on right.
Grab Nano.
Is anyone recording? Because I think this is going to be a good match.
Yeah, I'm
I am.
recording.
Yeah, I don't think Soldier's the pick here. Soldier's really good on high ground, but trying to take high ground with Soldier is a lot harder. I think.
Well, I was easily able to get to high ground, but they were just focusing the crap out of me.
Yeah, and you being able to get to high ground was you being left alone in the fight and running around back.
King's
So.
Row is a Widow map. I would like to see you run with.
They had Ash Hanzo. I wouldn't have been able to do anything. I have a hard time against Hanzos in the first place.
Yeah, you can beat that. You can definitely beat them.
Practice that because you can definitely beat those matchups. You may have a tough time now, and it may be suicide, but at some point you will be good enough to do that. Remember, this is also their best map and the one that they
Yeah,
always
this
go
is
to
also
practice.
yeah.
I don't know. We got him taken half. I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, this is still technically winnable.
Yeah, it's definitely winnable.
What do we want to do? Do we want to do like a bunker? Do we want to do Ryan Zarya with what do we want to do?
Well, we said we want to run Widow, so let's run Widow.
Widow's definitely gonna be really good. Let's go Widow. Let's go double sniper recon, and then let's go Ryan Zarya for Grav Dragon. Let's kind of run what we did on Blizzard World.
Maybe a Zen for defensive ult.
Yes, yeah. Let's do that. There's not really much need for speed boost right here.
This as well, so I can figure out positioning problems.
Alright, so we're gonna be looking for pits. Pits are gonna be our engagement here, so we have to wait for the pick and then we'll engage.
Commando, you're gonna take top left with Hanzo, up back behind point, and then Winstar, you're gonna play back right with your tanks.
If they play double sniper again.
Not that way. Over there. And then Z, your the Zenyatta is going to be really easy. Exactly what you guys did to them if they go through hotel. So watch for the hotel. You're gonna have to protect your Zen if you can. Zen, do not drop back. Drop left towards inside because that's where your healer is.
They have a sniper. They have Widow.
Play.
Window.
Keep tabs on her.
Play slow. Wait for the picks from your DPS. Yeah.
Hanzo up top on top of hood.
Ryan Discord.
I'm low.
Z is low.
Healing. Backing up. Alright.
I think Widow's left side statue.
Commander, if you get pressured, drop. If you get pressured, drop.
Right,
Don't
we got pick.
stay on high ground.
Someone flanking top left.
Alright, Kai, healing.
No heals.
Don't give him ground.
What do you mean? I'm 22. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, they pushed in too fast. I wasn't able to get anything.
Well, that's why you gotta go behind him. You gotta go for the flank.
There wasn't anywhere for me to flank. Someone was pushing top left. There was nowhere else.
With the Widow, no, she doesn't need to flank.
Yeah, you need to hold angles.
Position.
Yeah, get to a good spot, hold the angle, and wait for them to push into you.
Hanzo Discord.
I'm low.
Yeah, careful.
Damn. They nanoed Reinhardt. Dead. Back up. Their Ryan's playing really aggressive. He's anti. You can get him.
When starting those situations, just walk directly into them. Trying to get out, you're probably gonna die anyways. Might as well save the couple seconds and spawn with your team.
We can use Nano Shatter. The Ryan's really pushed up here. We can use that against them. personal.
Zarya's
Shattering.
headshot. Zarya's dead.
Damn, I almost stopped their dragon. That's unfortunate. They don't have Zarya though. They're down Zarya.
I'm just gonna back up and wait for the tanks.
They're not pushing payload there though. Hold on, we need to play it up. Cannot let their Reinhardt push us back this far.
Dude, a fucking Hammond would just shit all over their comp.
All right, then go Hammond then. Switch. Someone switch with Reckon. Here, Recon. Switch with Reckon on. Unless you.
We have Grav. We have Grav. Don't switch yet.
I don't think this is important.
Oh yeah, okay. Pushing up, push up, I'm low, I'm one. Pushing back,
Oh,
pushing
shit.
back. They nano grind.
Damn it.
Alright. Let's let you use grab this fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch off. I'm.
I didn't notice. Where were you playing?
Your position. His position was just right next to me.
Right next to.
It was okay,
Ryan.
but he just walked in front of me at the exact wrong moment.
Yeah, just be careful with that. And then
Yeah.
yeah, you always want to be like you can be a step behind your Ana. You don't need to be in front. And then
My type healing run. The Ryan's push up on me, I'm dead.
They're down both
I got
DPS.
Winnable.
Use grab here if you need it.
Sorry, Discord.
we'll start back up. But yeah, you want to stay back. You don't want to be frontline on cart. I know it's
Ana's
close, but
alone payload. Ana's alone payload.
They blocked it.
Ryan's one.
Alright. Push up.
yeah, those are the situations when you can push up a lot more after you get picks. But when it's 6v6, you need to be playing a lot farther back.
Alright. McCree to the right.
When with
Top.
the 5v6 and stuff, your damage boost going up in the front line's gonna help a lot. But
Let's hold corner.
you're such a glass cannon.
Back up to corner.
Ana McCree at top. Careful.
I'm gonna let you shatter here. Shattering. I got 3.
They're quite low on
Good.
the.
Let's push up.
Push.
I'm low.
Got it.
I'm dead.
Okay, back up a little bit. You don't have a main tank. Back up to that corner at least.
Back up.
Nice. That's good.
Nice blade.
How?
We can end up next fight.
They're gonna have shatter here.
They're probably
They
gonna.
already use beat, so let's use it this fight.
We have nano
Look for
blade.
that shatter.
Push up on me, type healing, I'm dead.
You use
Going
my
nano blade.
Ryan Discord.
Push up with our Genji.
Working on it.
Lucio behind. Lucio, get Lucio.
He's
Nice.
in.
Nice.
Yikes.
Good shit.
All right, we'll have
Why does
Grab Dragon
Jonas
this next
just
one.
randomly cancel?
Yep, they're looking for shatter.
Z,
They'll
what's-
look for shatter.
Z, what's happening? You're getting pushed real hard, and they're bursting you really hard. What's bursting you? Do you know?
Yeah, it's pretty much it's their Hanzo.
Hanzo. Okay.
Yeah, see, Hanzo brings me down so much fucking shield.
What the? I'm dead. No.
No Ana and on a nade.
Watch out for shatter.
Alright,
Big ol' nano.
backing up.
I got ground.
Ready for grab.
Here. I think only one dragon hit him, so it did half damage.
Let's look for
Yeah, I didn't see.
I wasn't on
Cast.
payload that whole time? What? I
When
dashed
you
right
said
through the
when you said no Anna, I thought you meant their team.
I should
So,
have
like-
rotated back faster.
Just say
I don't understand how I wasn't
I'm
on
dead or
payload.
something, so I know, because I thought you meant their Anna was dead.
Yeah, it's confusing with having the same character pool. So say R or there, or Ana dead, they're Ana dead.
You guys don't have main heals.
Yeah.
Is something I usually
Alright.
say.
The only thing that's gonna be a little weird is that with the pile driver on Hammond, we'll have to go in through main. We can't go in through the side.
And Winstar, I definitely think for Grab Dragon, Zen was a good choice, but remember that King's Row is really good for people like Hammond and Lucio, just because if everything is enclosed with walls, you can be on walls the entire time. Hammond has everywhere to swing from, so those are two very good picks for that map specifically. But in that situation with the Grab Dragon, I think definitely Zen. but it's just something to remember. And
So, what should I do with that?
it just I think Lucio is more optimally the pick for King's Row, and I think possibly after they had pushed to third might have been a good chance for you to switch off. But again, with their grab dragon, I think you definitely should have stayed on Zen. But it's just something as we were talking about Hammond, I wanted to bring up Lucio too, just because they're both really good with the their mobility with the walls, because everything is just enclosed. There's no like big open spots.
Also, call out your pile drives, reckon.
Oh, so we're doing perfect. I'm excited for this.
Hammond dive strat.
We can figure it in. Soul, are you either of you comfortable on Sombra?
I want to learn Sombra.
Okay, definitely try it out. Sombra is really good with ball. Being able to hack people up in, because once he pile drives, there's very little chance you're going to be blocked out of a hack. So you can hack them when they go up in the air.
To go together, or you want Reckon Vengeance?
So yeah, so yeah, if you're waiting where he's gonna pile drive and he pile drives and knocks them all in the air, you can hack whichever one you want out of the air really quickly. And then he has nothing, and then you are both sitting right there with hit skin directly in his face or whatever it is.
Let's try for Reckon to let's let Reckon get a little bit more distance than us so he can set up his ball. Okay. Hold on, I'm not there with you.
Right. I don't
I'm pushing, push you up.
That's Farah.
Mercy Discord.
I'm dead.
So if you guys are gonna be diving up there like that, Soul needs to already be up there.
Back up, back up, back up.
Pop, I gotta get on the bus first, because
Yeah, we wanted to play slow for the ball. We need to play slow for our Sombra. She needs to be already where she needs to be, ready to go out of stealth before we go anywhere. So he needs to go all the way up to the high ground, and he can't really translocate up there without giving himself away. So he needs to take some time to get up there.
Do we want to go behind and then try it?
So we're gonna take a second. Sombra, you're gonna get in good position, and then
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get to that mini behind them.
Ash and
So Ash is alone top right, the rest are top left. All of the rest are top left.
Alright. Where you want to go, Reckon? You want to go?
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Okay.
Set up on mini. Are you ready to hack in a few?
Hold on.
Alright, I'm ready.
I'm out.
Alright.
Ferris hack on point.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
We
have
dive
much
in.
leeway with
Mercy
the fair
Discord.
round either. I'm just kind of fucked.
go hit scan.
Wouldn't come back.
Drop down, drop down.
So we
The one going this.
we haven't been set up for a good dive yet, and we keep on doing stuff, and we keep getting picked because of it. So don't go out of stealth if your team's not ready to dive. Don't dive if Soul's not ready to go. We need to get a good dive. We can't half-ass any of this.
Wait for Soul.
Wait till we're ready.
Not
Yeah.
doing anything.
All right,
Soul, call up when you're
Soul's in position on. Wait for Soul to get position on Ash. It's gonna take a second. Just wait there. Don't let them poke you. Don't let them get ult charge. Soul's gonna call 3, 2, 1, and that time Reckon and Z are gonna be diving directly on them. Commander, you're gonna throw a nade to try to get a nade. Reconfigure. You're gonna.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ash hacked. Ash one on point.
Ash one.
Z, you're late.
Killed by Mercy. Yeah, I know. I didn't know.
I didn't
Keep
know.
going. Call.
What?
Call.
What happened to my
Alright, break. No, they called 3, 2, 1, and like they were already going. Plus, Wrecking Ball's a lot faster than me.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1 is when they're gonna land. So you need to be landing on 1. So Reckon went early because he was gonna be landing on 1. Soul's gonna be coming out of translocate or coming out of stealth at 1. So you need to be landing at 1.
Okay.
Alright, let us know when you're in position.
And so this is a time where you need to be calling out where they are, what they're doing. I mean, they've been doing the same thing every time, but this is good scouting time.
Yeah. Brig is top left. Ash is no longer top right. They're all top left.
I'm going top left.
Okay.
Brig is alone on point.
Big
Ferris
Discord.
hacked?
Big Discord.
Alright, break on point.
Brig low on
Monkey on
point.
me back. Monkey on me back.
Using primal.
Down. Main heals are down.
Ferris hacked again above point.
Monkey bear on
Ash.
Cool.
Ash,
Yeah.
I'm on Ash. Ash low, Ash one.
Reset.
Okay.
We don't really have time for a comm swap, but I don't think
We should try Junkertown. I feel like
There's not enough damage. There's just not enough damage.
I mean, and this isn't the comp that we run, nor the people on the rolls that we had them, so.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Nope.
Who do we have?
I was on Doom. I was not stuck.
Reckoned way too early.
Farah.
There's
Okay,
9 seconds left. We should just go.
Well, we can do it.
All right, we can
got all of
run Junkertown.
So you got to give your team a heads up. I know it's overtime, but
Yeah, we can do Junkertown. Where it actually worked, and then we'll see.
we're going to be doing defense.
I'm cool with doing sniper, but like I did actually have some practice in the day because I was just basically not.
We should run fair. We should, or should we do bunker, or should we try the fair mercy then?
Something that I haven't even had time to do anything with for the day.
Bunker, okay.
We're not ready.
Yeah, we'll try Junkertown.
We're not very practiced on that.
I'm here.
We know that.
We're good.
We're good? Okay.
Alright, yeah, we'll do Junkertown. That's where it actually worked out, and Ubani is, I don't know, it's a weirdly laid out map.
They have two really good Pharas, so they play that was so one of the things that was a problem there is they were playing anti-dive, and so we were running dive into anti-dive. We didn't recognize that. I didn't really want to play it out. I wanted to see if you guys could do it. So what they were planning on doing was Brig and Ash are very hard people to dive. You guys had enough people to do it to get the damage off, but they're going to be able to do a lot with coach gun and stuns to fuck you guys up and make it non-optimal. And then they had the rest of their people playing dive, and so when you dove in and didn't have any more abilities, then they just jumped on you. So it was really hard. So especially with the Pharah being able to put out shots like that, and we had to swap off to counter that. So they were playing, again, New Bonnie first is a really good dive map, and so they just played anti-dive on the good dive map, so it worked out really well in their favor. But we'll have to find a comp that gives us the mobility that we need to take this point, but also figure out how we want to play against an anti-dive. But
yeah, no, I want to try to run goats on attack.
Speaking of moats, we're gonna need to set up somewhere where Farah, where it makes it a little difficult for Farah to get us, because she's just gonna be able to wreck the shield. Because
You'll be able to destroy her if she's in any position to wreck the shield. You'll keep her down.
but between Reckon and Soul, Soul by himself will be able to deny area. Like, he can't push out through there. He's gonna have to come through inside or like back around, because if he comes through main, you have like 10 seconds to shoot him before he even can get to you. So it's all gonna be about denying that space from him.
Okay.
Right, so what do we do on break
The
here?
the idea of Brig is that if they run dive and they dive in, you stun Monkey, and Monkey can't. And then we just burst Monkey.
Monkey gets deleted. They're running dive.
Bottom right is a tracer, and then the rest main.
They're going for my shield. They're going for my shield break.
They're just
They're
hiding
looking
at
for
the
shield break on here.
Soul, get behind shield. Soul, get behind shield, so you can't be in front of shield. You can't ever be in front of shield.
They're looking for shield break here. So
Yeah,
that's
keep that refresh up, and then Windstar, you're able to body block for Soul as well. Soul will have to fire through you, but it'll be better than having him die. So yeah, stay like that. But when Z call it out, when your shield is gonna have some downtime, ask for Windstar to body block.
Okay.
And yeah, Windstar is gonna be really boring, but
Yep.
Somewhere in the back, somewhere in
Somewhere
the back.
behind.
Shoot her randomly.
Yep.
Nice.
Monkey.
Winston diving. You missed.
Farah,
I got knocked.
Focus
Focus
Farah,
pushing up.
focus
They're-
Farah.
They're anti.
Farah's in the hallway. Monkey.
Diva almost out of mech. Diva out of mech.
Down.
Lucio one.
Lucio
Dead.
low.
Mercy.
Mercy. Pulling mercy.
Stagger the diva.
Winster, come on, man.
I didn't know she was that
Chicks
loud.
from team.
Windstar, you're gonna be want to be up on high ground. You're not gonna want to drop until it's absolutely necessary. It's just gonna be on reconfigured, and Reckon is the only other one that can hop back up onto point, so it's gonna be
So
them
what
two.
they're gonna be looking for is EMP. That's their big one. EMP barrage. Probably EMP barrage is gonna be a big combo for them now.
I'm
So
gonna
we have
hold
to
back
be ready
here.
for that.
I don't get Ian.
Lucio going
So,
right. Lucio's pushing back.
Recon, make sure you're here to eat.
Somber, get him back.
Recon, make sure you're
right,
close
I'm
enough
not
to where you can eat that barrage.
Yep, bottom right.
I'm gonna kill her with the barrage if I don't get hacked first.
Yeah, I mean, she's mainly gonna be looking for
Is it
EMP,
Lucio?
so
Is
all
it
of us
Lucio?
are stunned. So we have no shield.
Sombra here?
Lucio
Hold on,
on
get
point.
behind shield,
Lucio
get
on
behind
point,
shield.
Lucio on point.
Get behind shield, soul.
Monkey low pushed you.
There's a Mercy and a Sombra
I'm
here.
watching the
Lucio,
red.
Lucio.
They're still
Lucio
on
made
as
me
far
fuck
as
up my
I
shield. I'm
haven't
blocking
looked.
you, I'm blocking you.
Okay, they've disappeared.
Okay.
Yeah, they're far
They're
up here.
going now.
Yeah, Winstar, that's really good. You can protect you and
They're getting out.
you and Reckon can protect tunnel, allow everyone else to focus main. So
So remember,
Just-
EMP barrage. Yeah, eat that barrage. Don't get hacked. She's gonna look for EMP up here, so be ready for that.
has the Sombra done much? Does she have? Yeah.
No, Sombra hasn't done much. She's looking for
I'm
that
gonna ult.
EMP.
She's
I'm gonna ult
looking
if I
to
can
hack
see
me
Shred.
right now. She's
Really?
very low, right where I'm
They're
shooting.
pushing bottom right, breaking shield.
Pushing right side, pushing right side.
Alright, they're gonna look to push us here.
Rotate
They're all up here. They're all up here. They're all up here.
Alright.
The Ryan Zarya, yeah, push back. Yeah.
Watch for the charge.
Pushing them back. Nice, good.
Lucio one. Sombra one on point. Dead.
We're
dropped.
hacked. They're using beat.
Lucio's one on point.
Ooh, what was that? Is that a mistake?
Ferris and hallway.
I was
Hallway.
expecting
Mercy,
the
Mercy.
shield to keep him back.
Lucio
Lucio on point. Low.
Help me. I'm a pin. I'm gonna hold him off.
I'm dead. And heals are down.
She got deleted.
Good.
Diva.
Mercy.
Mercy.
Get Mercy.
Nice.
Really?
Alright, that's pretty much every ult they did. That was their one chance and they blew it. Alright, we're good, guys.
That Bob and fucking doorway.
That Bob. Oh my
told
god.
you.
Bob did really good body blocking, but he got EMP'd, so feels bad. But I mean, yeah.
He
But,
stopped Reinhardt from being able to charge me.
Yeah, definitely. He body blocked and did work. That's all you really need him to do. You guys had enough
Using
damage with
hamster,
fucking Bastion.
Using a hamster diva.
I'm gonna probably nano use
Diva?
some.
I'm dropping.
No, I blocked it. You
They're
didn't
diving
need
me?
to.
I got deleted.
They're diving me now.
Alright, I'm gonna go
Okay,
trace to get back.
hold them.
They're all anti. They're all anti.
Call
Lucio's
target.
low, Lucio.
Next target, next.
Ball.
Lucio.
Ball. Focus ball. Pulled ball. Ball on payload.
Sombra's behind.
I'm hacked. I can't get back in mag.
I'm using shield. I'm shielding
Body
you.
blocking.
There you go.
Body block.
Ball.
Ball.
up top.
One.
Pulling ball. Nope, missed.
Nice.
You like that recon? You like that shield
Nice.
on you?
Yeah, decent. I hit it in your
Decent.
ult.
Okay.
I hit it in your broken one, and then you replaced it. I was like, oh god, I'm safe.
So is a tie, so
I
who picks?
think we've mastered this comp. On that map specifically.
I really like
Now we
the
just need to get better at attacking.
break there because I can just really easily defend against the Sombra just swinging
We're
that
gonna
thing.
need to. So that the Diva bomb when I died, that was entirely my fault. I should have just pushed to the left of the shield instead of dropping.
Yeah, dropping is the only time you should be dropping is for tank mode. If you have
Yeah, we really got to work on a comp for Numbani. I'll look at a video or something and try to see what comms work on Numbani.
for
We'll
yeah
experiment
for
with them.
for attack.
Bunker attack for him.
Just what?
Bunker
Play
attack.
bunker attack.
Yeah, just set up bottom
Just
bottom
set up
left.
Top left. Push in top left. Set up. Yeah.
But what if they jump down?
We can run like goats with
It's like
Bastion.
that's where we lose.
With Bastion.
Well, you can run like goats with
No, just
Bastion.
run May and wall yourself in and get yourself set up, and then you're set.
Yeah. Just have a bunker.
You're not wrong. It's like maybe
I mean,
only use is
I
putting
mean,
up
I
the
guess
wall
if
so we
we
don't
want to
die.
like try it, but
I mean, that's what practice is.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares who wins or who loses? Who cares if we get stomped? Who cares if they get stomped? We
ooh, I want to defend.
we need to see this for the first time at some point. Might as well be tonight.
Yeah. Let's run our bunker here and see if we can make it.
This is a good bunker map.
Really?
Yeah, they have a little bit more option. There's less
Bunker
cover.
Torb?
Possibly, but there's two spots. There's far back right, which has complete line of sight of point, and so they have to push through a large open area, or directly in front of point. There's a little high ground, and they have to come through one doorway or over the top of a building, and so there's only two spots they can come from, like Hanamura. So it's
Com, you should try that Torb strand, see if it shoots while glitched.
It doesn't.
It's not technically an active turret. It's like stuck in building time.
Just eats it. Yeah.
Having mofo.
Ah, the down one. I'm down to 5v6. All in favor?
Here.
Let's do it.
Fuck.
Oh, are we running bunker?
I played myself. They know we're gonna run bunker now.
All right,
The
sorry.
thing is,
I
you've
think
got
our only
no
problem,
choice in
if
the
we
matter.
play it as well as we did last time, our only problem is going to be the Diva Bomb.
All right,
Well,
so do we want to try? There's two spots I'm looking at right now, and I don't know which one's going to be better. Front's going to be a little bit more hard because they can push on you easier, but far back is going to allow them a lot more space.
Yeah, middle is gonna.
We're running a Bash.
Middle's gonna be debatable. That's gonna be a lot easier for
I think
Sombra.
the small high ground is the way to go, and I'll just defend against the Sombra with.
There's
Veiw.
there's the patio and the piano room in the far back, right? That's also a good one because you have pretty good lines of sight, and they have to push from.
Gonna play Ulta Joy on this bitch.
But again, we'll see. We'll try. Let's try the front upper one first, and then next time we come in, we can try the back one and see which one we like better. The other thing is, it's going to be a really good Pharah map. It's going to be a really good Pharah map, and I think Reckon's going to have to be really hard on that because I think that's going to be up over. You guys can see my camera, but on the right side, yeah, right where that flail went, they can come from that area, and he can sit there and poke from there. Pretty.
The blue.
Right here.
So you have
Where is fucking blue? Oh, I see.
So-
Imagine they come like the other side.
So they have to walk through the front right there or far right.
Main.
What are we playing here?
I have Hanzo. Their shields. Our shield's gonna break really quick. We need to shut down the Hanzo first.
The barrier's down. Where the fuck are they going?
They're playing in the room. They haven't moved.
Sombra behind. Sombra behind.
They're gonna be pushing up. Pull them back. They'll be going to point.
You guys can
Set up
stay
over
up
here.
there.
Oh,
You guys stay up there.
They're pushing us.
Stay up there.
Yeah, Ryan's one. Ryan's dead.
All right.
Sombra behind.
Just keep me healed. You.
Sombra transed.
Okay, I'm
I'm on
about to
cause.
die.
I'm on
Where
cause.
the fuck am I? Okay, I'll try it.
Sombra's hacked me behind you, Z.
May or may not have been entirely my fault for jumping over the rail.
Nice, Snafu.
Yeah, that would have been good. You guys just need to stay up there and manage to keep me healed.
I mean, Bastion died, so I was like, okay.
Bastion got hacked twice. Was it once or twice? I think it was twice. But
Once and then anti
Yeah.
right after.
yeah, it was
Those hacks though is if you can hear for them, you can shoot her before she can get off the hack. So
Yeah.
You just need to be
That's-
watching out.
If you're
Six
holding one-
takes a heck ton of reaction time.
I do it all the time with Z.
I mean,
Playing back left
Ham in.
to point.
I do it as him.
You-
I hear the hack. I go out of ball and I shoot her. And
you can hear it go out of stealth and then start the hack. You would go.
Feeling? What the fuck?
Runs anti.
He's antied.
He's low,
One,
he's
he's
low,
one,
he's
he's
low.
one.
Got him.
What the fuck happened?
Sombra's behind. Sombra's
My
behind. mid.
internet.
Behind mid.
You die.
Did anyone else get that, or was that just me?
No, just you. Let's focus.
Sombra back right. Sombra back right. Sombra back right.
Was I just standing there in your guys' stream?
I just let you die. Wait.
Yeah, you did a little bit.
Alright.
Hashtag that's good.
Alright,
Can you
Nano
shield
Bob.
up for me here?
They're gonna have shatter.
Commando, play out a little bit closer to that health pack with the Sombra. You're gonna need to use it
They
pretty quick.
might be looking for EMP shatter, so let's watch for that. Watch for the Sombra.
Alright, Nano Bob.
I don't see Sombra, so they might be
No
setting
bubble,
up for it
no
right
bubble.
now.
Breaking
Well,
shield.
they're not
Sombra behind.
left
Sombra behind.
side.
Sombra behind. Honor.
Can I have healing? Thank you.
Yep, your paper. Runs anti.
They're anti. I'm gonna push up.
Here
They're
she
pushing
goes.
back. Shield going down.
Here it comes.
They solo grabbed me.
Oh, I almost ate that fucking arrow, dude.
They use shatter.
Ryan's on me in the back. He's half.
He's ult. He's ult.
I'm
He's
in
Nano.
ult.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
goodness.
come out. I'm gonna come out.
I'm
Damn.
going tracer.
Can't play.
Point. Touch point. Touch point. Touch point.
Like that mofo.
Ooh, retake. Nice.
Where you going, mofo? God damn it, you got away.
Good bomb.
They use shatter. They use grab. They use dragon. and they use nano.
Alright,
The
so
only thing
I'm gonna hold the high ground that the Sombra likes to sit on.
They still didn't use EMP, so
He's probably close.
Winstar with Brig, try to get a couple more of the shield or the flails on the Rhine to back him away from Z, so that way it gives him a little bit more breathing room. That'll be good.
I'm gonna try to wall them off and they push in main.
all right. And then that's when I'll shatter.
Sombra's right side somewhere.
Or no, I'll just pin. No, never mind. I'll just pin.
All left side.
Left side, okay.
Oh, left
Sombra's
side.
back right.
Hitting right, right, hitting right.
Sombra's behind right, so watch out for it.
I'm antied. I'm dead.
Ryan.
We're
Okay.
very low.
I'm gonna come back with shatter. They're using beat.
Sipping right.
I can come in for flank shatter. Get on. Try to stay on point if you can.
Oh my goodness.
I'm getting booped off.
No.
Close. Yeah.
Screw 2 CP.
Yeah, I don't think this map's gonna be too bad for the defenders still, because the defenders have a pretty
Bunker comp on the first point would be really, really cool though,
We just
because
need to
like
figure out
you
where to
can
put
just
it.
stay. They either have to
Gotta put
choose
it
point
properly.
or choose left, and if they go to point, you're behind them.
Alright, how do we want to attack?
Statue doesn't work. What do you mean the statue doesn't work?
Yeah, it doesn't block the high near the.
I didn't know there was even a left side. I thought it was just fucking wall and main.
Man, you.
small indie developer.
You know, there's usually more than.
I know that, but like I was walking out and I'm like, nah, this is just it's just
Reno
main.
says she hid in a horner.
I know, that's what I was just about to say.
Horner. Them Horner stuff.
Hold on, so what's with the things that teleport you from?
Oh shit! Look at that. Who's that? That's Doomfist. Who's that?
Does this not work anymore?
Who's that fat?
No,
fuck?
they quick
Wait,
fixed
that's
it
on
in
They fixed the teleport?
yeah, they quick
These
fixed it on PTR.
Female Zen? Okay.
It's just it's like dev server bots. They don't do anything.
Is that Reinhardt? Could be Reinhardt, and then that's it could be
Oh,
Soldier.
this one has an animation when you shoot her.
Yeah, she has different voice lines too.
Fuck off, Christine.
Unlike the
Alright, guys, alright.
All right.
Soon reckon.
They haven't even seen the Deanna yet.
That's fair.
Yep,
We
farmers.
just do
Watch
point.
that left
3,
side
2,
behind us.
Speeding in.
1, speed.
I just got one
Sombra's
shot.
right side.
That was not one shot. I thought you could take by 3 rockets.
I got hit by a
Roll,
rocket
roll.
and a bullet.
Backing up.
There, Ryan's low.
That Sombra to our right.
You guys
gonna go
left
three.
half the team behind with one dead.
No, my fault still gets picked off.
I was in the team.
No, let's go. Let's go right side.
We're gonna need to watch out for that Sombra.
Yeah, fair is gonna be really hard to get pushed through.
Damn it, they know we're coming right side now.
Alright, speed through 3, 2, 1 now.
Right.
Sombra's back right.
Let's push the point.
Brian slept.
Right.
Heals.
Fire mercy. Fire mercy above. Ryan Settler for a pin. I pin. They don't have. They don't have.
No, anti, both tanks anti.
All right. I'm low. Kai healing. I'm dead. Jesus Christ. Windstar. Calm down.
He's playing Moira.
Wait up, wait up.
Play Moira.
On the street with the veins all the way down low. Down, but the sound of his feet. Machine guns ready to go. What? Oh yeah, let's go.
Is there a different way
We
to
could
go?
go right.
No,
Somber
this is
back
the only.
right.
No, it's just a room there. Let's go. What? Their Ryan jumped down.
Going directly right takes you up onto the high ground.
Let's go in. Let's push
Sombra
in. Get
half, Sombra half, Sombra
Zarya,
half.
Sombra, Zarisa, Moira dead. Let's push the point. Thank you for that nano. That nano made my PP hard. Who the fuck is that? Sombra,
That's
get out of here.
Sombra.
Mercy's one.
Seacon, more like suck on. Nothing. Because
So-
that's mean. And Seacon's a cool guy.
Reconfigure's over there right now, but if you guys go through that doorway and they directly right to where those police cars are, it will take you up onto that high ground where you guys were holding bunker. That's another way to
Shit.
go, but you have to still go through the same
Holding
doorway.
Gate for some reason.
Speeding through.
Alright.
It's another
I'm
really
back,
good choke, but
Oh wow, that was gay. would have been fucked either way, so I couldn't do anything about the save, you guys.
So they're running a Pharaoh. We switched to Tracer.
Yeah, let's have a Widow. Ooh.
Tracer's actually not a bad pick, but you
Dude,
gotta know
don't
how to
argue
play
that point. I'm sorry. Jesus, fucking snafu on Pharaoh.
Yeah, come on.
I mean-
Well, Reckon, just play your mind games and fuck them up.
Reckon, your hits behind these Tracer. What's the Tracer's
It
job?
doesn't matter. We'll talk about this later. Let's go.
I'm not with you.
Alright, let's wait then.
Oh, the idiot. Sorry.
Mofo's pushing up a little bit. Hacked. Sombra behind. Sombra transed. Okay. Yeah, we really need tabs on this Pharah. Pharah, position. Go for Pharah. Pharah's dead. Shattering.
Don't let Mercy rest.
I got their Moira. Moira dead. Moira dead.
Main heals down. Somber back left.
Oh, that was my fault.
Motherfucker, you're
Damn.
supposed to follow me. Sorry, I should. Can you call that like when you're attacking and
Should have
retreating?
shield.
They're all chasing me. They're
I'm
still
back
chasing
out.
me.
Ryan slept close.
Winnable.
Oh, let's push up.
They're all inside in there.
Mercy's one in the back.
Go.
Pinning Ryan. That was a miss. What? Okay, I guess you can go out that way too. Zarya.
I'm on Fair, she's low.
Pharah. Type healing.
Don't snafu. Slept snafu. He's
We
up.
should run a Sombra instead of a Widow and then see if that helps.
Oh no, we need to take care of the Pharaoh.
Oh my! I can't do anything.
Then switch to Sombra.
Switched 4 times.
It's okay, guys.
Hey, clear comms. This is getting real bad. Comms are getting real bad. Take a second. Take a breather. The first couple of maps you guys are doing really good, but you guys are really off focus. You guys are really goofing around, right?
Your whole gate. We need to push past this gate here. Zarya, no personal.
Alright, back up.
They're just ulting you. You guys need to break their ult cycle somehow.
I called
Alright,
it.
well then we'll use Dragon to push them away from gate, and then that's when we'll push in. We'll use Dragon and then beat. Thanks, Sombra. Or Snafu.
Don't push up. Alright, Grav. Not Grav. The other thing.
Fair's far.
Sombra behind. Yep.
Ferris hack left side.
Oh my
Ferris
god.
left.
Nice.
Two picks, keep calling. Keep calling.
Keep going. Speeding in.
No.
Mercy's one.
Separate. Their main. Don't watch your
Ferris
game.
hack left side.
Ryan's anti.
No.
Alright, let's push in. This is where we push.
Sombra's on left.
Good picks. Keep pushing. Go fast.
Mercy behind statue. They're gonna be back soon.
Zarya, no personal. I'm hacked. I'm taking a lot of damage. Thank you. Reinhardt.
Ryan hack.
I'm gonna shattering.
Ryan one.
I got
Far's on
two.
me. Far's on me.
Fair's up
Moira
behind
dead.
us.
Sorry.
Zarya, no bubble.
Zarya's anti.
Moira dead. Let's push up.
Mercy.
Mercy.
Nice. See, there you go.
I'll push right side. Pushing right side.
I'm on left.
Sombra. Here, I'm gonna hold left side. Moira.
Ferris hack one.
Ryan's
Oh.
left.
Nice.
Pushing Ryan dead.
Zarya left.
Great sleep there.
Thank you.
Ferris hacked one.
No, don't let get that res. Oh, that was fucking good. Good.
Mercy left.
Mercy.
Sombra?
Nice.
Sombra. Fuck you. I'm just kidding. Good job.
There we go. Yeah, you guys are Z. That was a lot on you. Okay, you got to be focused. You can't let your mind start getting to that. You guys were goofing off a little bit, and
I mean, we did in the end.
yeah, definitely. But in the middle there, where you're losing a bunch of fights, we need that's when we need clear, concise comms, not goofing off.
No. Let's leave. Actually, play in. Play.
You want to play it or no?
Play
Nah.
out.
Let's move on. I like it. It was fun to try out, but
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna have to look at it and see what we can actually do. What works.
I was kind of fucking around the entire game. That was on me.
Son of a bitch.
It's a little difficult to not get mad when you get killed twice because of lag.
I understand. I got frustrated earlier. You were like really loud about it, and we straight up could not talk over you because you were freaking the
Hey,
fuck
but
out.
that Sombra pick was good.
mm-hmm.
Snafu couldn't do shit.
Yeah, gradient P on the The pharmacy plus that early pick on Seacon was definitely one of the things that opened it up.
Yes.
And then the double kill, definitely
Definitely.
pushed it over the edge.
Now let's do Junkertown. More like Hunkertown, am I right?
Fair enough.
What even is that supposed to be?
Now we're gonna run that dive.
He's calling.
Means exactly what you.
He's calling Junkrat a hunk.
Yeah, Hunkrat.
I see.
You ever heard of Hunkrat? God.
Nope.
I have.
I feel bad for you.
Every single day.
That is not Hunkertown, but
I'm running to the bathroom. I'll just be 5 minutes, but you guys can start it.
Oh shit, we don't have coaching for 5 minutes. Fuck, what do we do?
I believe in you.
Time to France.
Oh god. God, should we run 4 DPS here?
No,
Wait,
I don't
6
know.
DPS.
I like that even worse.
I'm cool with it, as I want to go to sleep soon. I'm very tired.
It's okay. Practice ends like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but they want to do this map and another one.
So yeah. Oh really? Okay.
So we
Oh,
win
it's
this
okay.
one
They
fast.
said they want to do Nipple and Junkertown.
Yeah, we're right. We don't need dope. I'm sorry, that was rude. Excuse me. Overall, I'm thinking our comp's getting a lot better. Like this team, it's like it's a 4.5 and 4.3, and remember last time we tried to go for a team that was like in the high 3. We got fucked, so we're doing a lot better.
One of the two.
I think Reckons is more accurate, to be honest.
Freshen's always been accurate.
Except for Windstar. Windstar's our carry.
Set his aim as it was it used to be. Okay, buddy. That's a lie. Reckon, I have a soft, soothing voice. What are you talking
you
about?
don't.
Yeah, I do.
I want to punch you every single time you talk.
That's some main shot caller then.
Unless he needs the punch thing.
That's why Win
We
can
need to
carry.
get
He
him
can
to-
channel that rage into pure booping action.
Let's push up, guys.
Doom gets Win gets a 6. He's just like, shut the fuck up, Z.
No more shot calling.
If we win, will you shut up?
Never. Hey, Reckon, I'll have a PC. How much you want for it?
4,000.
4,000.
That's ridiculous.
That PC better come with a free motorcycle.
What?
Motorcycles aren't free.
It's in its. You know what? Never mind. All right, let's play. Let's play the. Ooh, you know what we should do?
They really like to play Farah on
Hold
this
on, do we
map.
want to run? Do we want to try doing
That's true. They do like far ahead.
hamster here for like all the walls and like the main? You want to try that?
Reckon, do you think it'd be good?
Give it a shot.
All right, we can
I can do this and fight their.
Okay.
That's the best I can do.
Alright, I'm gonna
unless I
speed
go
this
like
out.
Veiw.
I'll speed this out and then I'll attach the recon with Mercy.
I don't know what's going on in the chat anymore.
I masturbate when he's giving
This
feedback.
has no more because Veiw can set
Someone please explain to me.
See, you wanna go Winston?
No, actually, don't explain to
Are
me.
we running goats? What?
This isn't Junkertown.
Do I want it? No, it's okay. Let's try that. Let's try Ball Orion.
They wanted more so we go nipple.
I'm straight roundhousing that
No
motherfucker.
Hunkertown. Don't like it.
It's the nipples, Hunkertown.
Exactly. No
They don't
nipples
fire.
like
They
Hunkertown.
fire.
Yep, Pharmacy.
Playing main.
They have Sombra too.
All right. Zarya no shield. Let's use it. Zarya no bubble. Let's go. Go for Rhino once. Nice. Let's push up. I'm
Somber behind.
Indeed. All right.
Honor.
Trans out.
They res for Reinhardt.
Mega on the right. Watch out for
Getting back.
Somber. She's close.
All right.
All right, take a second. I think we should be doing this more. Analyze our comp versus their comp. What is their comp? Where are we weak?
We should switch off ball. They have a Sombra that's gonna be fucked over. Here, Recon, go back to Zarya.
Actually, you stay fair. I'll play Zarya.
Okay, all right.
Can you play Diva? Diva might be better for the pharmacy.
Ferris top left.
I can pick up the pharmacy with both.
Okay.
It's just
Ferris right around the corner, top
like
left.
if Somber shuts me down, then I can't, right?
All right,
Perfect. So, Diva's also gonna be really good against Sombra stealth checks.
Farmers up top. Ryan's pushing me.
Snipe me
Ryan
out
has
here.
bubble.
I'm out of practice. Hold on.
Ryan doesn't have bubble.
Ryan slept.
Ferris on me back right.
Ryan doesn't have
Mercy
bubble.
low.
Dive healing. Ryan's one. Left side. Ryan's one. He shattered. Ryan pinned me.
We're split. We're really split.
I'm backing up.
Ferris one.
They're antied. Reinhardt on me. I'm dead.
Somber's dead.
You're still getting picks.
I'm gonna give her the res.
Keep going.
Mercy's dead.
Alright. Rhino bubble. Rhino bubble.
Zarya's low.
I'm gonna look for shatter.
Zarya one.
Blocked it.
Sorry.
On his left side.
Back out.
How did I get hit twice? What the hell?
On his one on point.
Alright, let's push up. Going on Reinhardt.
I have this shit recorded. You guys can see what it is that I have to suffer with every single game.
Zarya pushing me. They nailed Reinhardt. Pushing Ryan.
Sleeping Ryan, miss.
I'm hacked.
Pinned him down. Mid heal's down.
Somber's dead.
This is our last push.
Motherfucker. I thought I touched that
I
first.
don't think we got it.
Never say never. I'm slapped. Nope. Yeah, it's over.
Never. I'm fucked. That was a lot of ults that just got
Let's
me.
run McCree May.
Alright.
Right. We'll see what this next map is. Yeah, but I think McCreamy will be very good. Definitely McCreamy, 100%. We're going top left. Whichever side we're going on. We're going high ground first, and then we need to be able to control the Pharah. So play slow. Don't let her get into that open area. When she gets in that open area, she's gonna be an easy pick.
Alright.
You're just gonna go over if we go top.
Yeah, if she goes over, she'll be in the air. She won't have much cover. She'll just have that building to play off of.
It's a lot of cover because she can just drop. But anyways, we got it.
Ready to wall off?
Looks like they're going
Top
main.
left.
Oh,
Wait.
there's-
Run wall off.
Pushing Ryan. Counter stun Ryan. Get on Ryan. Nice.
There's
Go.
the right side.
Bear Mercy. I'm hacked. Somber behind.
Trans down.
Does have trans.
Mercy res.
They rezzed Ryan. I'm still hacked.
We had the Mercy super low.
There's
There's
above
no
you guys.
follow.
Pushing back.
Push
Yeah,
it back.
Ferris one.
Stay on point. Let's stay on point. Don't let her take point. Help on point.
Zarya low.
Can't see you.
Zarya low.
Group up.
Dive healing.
I can't see you.
I got you. Move.
Sleeping Ryan, miss.
Commander, make sure.
Run. Freezing Ryan.
Sorry.
Run.
Sorry. I'm hacked.
I'm stunned. Nice. Ryan walled off. Get Ryan. I'm slapped.
Dead, bro.
No, dead. Die.
So, Commander, don't wait till your Ryan calls out that he needs healing to tell him that he's out of position. Tell him he's out of position when he goes out of position. You kind of did. Make sure he knows. He didn't hear.
Alright.
I can help you with that.
No, I heard I was out of
See,
position.
you're
Just
being
I was-
a mess.
Pharah. We need to shut down the Pharah.
I killed the
There's,
Pharah.
there's a
Oh,
lot
let's go top
of
left.
things that hurt us right now. And this is gonna put us against the Pharah going.
Ryan's doing high ground. Watch out. Air Mercy top.
TMP.
Nope. They're gonna look for shatter.
Freezing Farah.
That,
Wipe. It's a
Ferris
He's
wipe.
gonna wipe. Back out.
Backing out.
Oh,
Just got hit through a wall.
let's just go min. We can blizzard if we can blizzard this fight. We're gonna go main.
We're going main? Okay.
We can blizzard bomb.
I'm hacked.
Somber. She
I'm right.
phased
I'm
out.
antied. Wait.
Wait.
Stop barrage. Be careful.
Alright.
Sombra.
Nice,
They
nice.
can't EMP. They can't EMP.
Push.
Alright.
Looking for it.
Ryan's anti, Ryan's anti.
Freezing Ryan,
Ryan, Ryan dead.
Nice, push.
They're down two. They're down two.
Get the point. Get the point.
Four. They're around four. Go.
On his top of point. He's back left of point.
Alright.
Back right of point.
No heals. I'm coming.
Good. Just kill her. She's gonna be staggered. There you go.
So now we're going to be in a much better position. It's going to be a lot easier to hold with the Mei than it is to attack with the Mei. That's one of the things we
Keep your
maybe
shield
could have.
up.
I'm pushing on the Sombra. Tranced out.
Here they come.
Remember,
She's one.
remember it's 99, so don't you can't let them take at all costs. So
We should
even
we should
wasting
probably
ults is
play on
good.
Point. Play
No,
on point.
no, play it.
No?
We have
Top left?
They do not.
Not top left.
They
Main.
use Grab Barrage. They don't
I
have
can wall off the tanks here.
They might have EMP.
Walled off. I'm on Ryan.
Alright, pushing it,
Go.
Go. Zarya 1. Zarya dead.
Freezing Ryan.
Ryan.
Nice.
Nice.
Sombra back left.
No more
Sombra.
else.
Nice. Pharah's on main.
I gotta build my backpack.
The Ryan's gonna have Shatter.
They're gonna have anti again. Or not anti. Nano.
Pharah's above mid.
Alright, this time let's look for a Shatter. Nano Shatter.
I found some.
Fair,
They're going top
First
left.
they have.
Pharah's dead.
Nice.
As you watch up, you pushed up by yourself there a little bit.
I can't see you. Back up.
Alright, backing up.
Freezing Ryan.
Pushing Ryan. He doesn't have Shatter. Push up on Ryan. I'm gonna look for a Shatter here. Shattering. I got two. I got both tanks. Shatter. Get on Ryan. Get on Zarya.
Freezing.
Zarya dead. Get on Ryan. Nice.
Anna.
Anna, both heals. Get Anna. Yeah, get fucked, Snafu. God. Oh my god.
All right, back up. Hold main again. We have
They're gonna look for. Okay, they don't have Shatter. Let's use Blizzard this fight. They try to push in.
play on point. Wait for them to come to point. They have to attack point. You have Blizzard. Oh, perfect. Doesn't even matter.
Oh man, those walls.
What? Oh. Did anybody else see that?
My favorite part of practice is so good. Oh my god!
So, well, okay, so you know, I go slow motion at the end of the round, right?
What can you do,
Sombra's
dive
standing
here?
there on pillar,
No,
not
we should
moving
run
at
hog
all.
here. Hog 100%.
I have an
Yeah,
icicle
Arissa hog.
charging up.
Yeah, Arissa hog.
He just happens to
I
be right under
fucking
me.
love. I'm keeping that fair and that somber.
I'm running hog. You run
Yes,
something.
yes,
You run whatever the fuck you want.
Make sure to call out your hold C.
What's
I'm
going
gonna use the point.
I'm keeping their shit.
Okay, hold on. I'm confused. What am I
Yeah,
playing?
well, just stay the same,
Kill
dude.
stuff.
Okay, I guess
Just don't wall off boots. That's all I gotta say.
Let's
Why would I
try
wall
this.
on the edge?
That's
There's
how I
no
work.
value in walling on the ledge.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just
I guess to
throwing
keep
it out there.
teammates alive.
I don't know what you
left
got
side,
going on in
left.
that head.
Alright.
Tanks walled off.
I booped off hog, yes!
Freezing on him. On a one.
Go.
Anna, pick up. Anna, one right side. No, damn.
Walled off Arissa.
Risa. Kiana, Risa. Backing up.
Oh, reckoned. Nice.
Watch it, Sombra. Ash top right. Ash right.
Nice.
Push him
On
a
us on
little bit. Push him a little bit.
On a Mercy on right.
No on the side, the far up.
I walled off hog. There's an Ash at Mega.
They have no line of sight there. Be careful.
I guess I'll.
You guys are all low.
Okay.
I'll push up with you guys.
No,
Nope.
No, see, keep your.
you're really slow. Pushing up that far is gonna make it a lot easier for them to get to you. You want to be
Alright.
holding the area that they want to push into.
Pulling him?
No nade.
Good pull.
Oh, baby girl! What's your name? Fuck me.
Forest left, right side. Forest left, right side.
I didn't realize my boop was gonna fucking wake her. I didn't mean to hit her. I meant to cancel. This booped her.
Alright, I'll push up with you guys.
No.
No? What do you mean no?
Yeah, you need to be
Don't-
back because
Don't ever?
no, because you're gonna be a lot worse close quarters than from farther back. So wait for them to push into the area.
They're gonna start getting ults. Get ready.
Damn, I tried to pull them up for that, my bad. It was lost reset. Tell me when you're gonna self-destruct, because I could have pulled them up.
I was gonna try to put it behind.
I'm gonna switch to Ash for the Pharah.
Who's a good nano target in this
Look.
situation, Dope?
Hold on,
Whole
push up,
hog
let's push up,
and Bob.
Okay.
Pulling him.
Ash is right side on cross point.
I'll probably just use it on whoever needs it this fight then.
Ready?
Ni-
Pushing up.
Nano Bob contesting point is going to be really good. Nano whole hog
No hook.
is going to be also really good for the damage, but
Yeah, we have neither.
Call up Pharah.
She's to the right.
Fair. They're gonna win the shield battle on me.
Ash is back right. TNT. Pharah's above.
Good boop.
Pharah's
Good boop.
right
Let's
here, Pharah's right here.
go. I'm not using Bonko.
Come on, I'm hacking the shit out of Pharah. We should
I got her. Don't let Mercy res.
Get on.
Yeah.
Get on a reset.
was that 2 hooks on fucking Pharah?
Get on. Mercy. Nice.
God, how do you like getting fucking deleted?
They switched to Reinhardt.
Alright, Reckon.
Reaper?
I'm
They
gonna
switched
nano you
Reaper
when you
back?
hog. That's the plan.
I'm just gonna push them off the fucking map when they push into this corner.
Alright.
Nice.
Someone's on
Let me use my Holt and stop that. I'm just kidding.
No, Holt is actually really good because it will hold them in the damage longer,
all the way
and the
around, going all the way
knockback will still be there.
They're going.
Okay.
Z behind you, Z, you have to pay attention.
I slapped
I got one. Ana's low in the back.
No.
Your team.
Ryan's flanking all the way around.
Nope.
Nice. Oh my god, that was sexy,
Reckon.
Reckon.
Back right. Got him.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Z, your team was.
Were you told they were coming behind me? I was like, what?
Little girls.
They're going left. They're going around. Underneath. All the way around. See, they're behind you. There were like 4 of us screaming at you. Come on, Z, you gotta win.
If we win this map, we win the night, boys. If we win this map,
Yep. Alright guys, we know what to run here. Definitely attack.
I actually don't know what to run.
Something that can shoot the fire, please.
Oh fuck, dude, that was. Oh god.
I was gonna say Bastion defense, Widow attack.
Across the point. I had already rotated all the way around.
I don't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, what? I'm not used to that.
I've murdered that Junkrat before you placed yourself.
Guys, I fucking thank you. I thank you, Dope, for the behind you, Z.
I was like, hello? You're just like, I thought you were AFK. I was like, what the fuck?
That was entirely you. If you died there, you would have been throwing because everybody was screaming by the time they went behind you. Everyone was screaming.
I was
Even someone that
complimenting
wasn't even in
Reckon.
the game was screaming.
Dude, Reckon that's hog was very impressive. I don't know how you can hook that Pharah, but 2 or 3 times there, fucking oof.
What are you talking about?
I can't subtract, but
I can hook Pharahs as long as they're within the hook range. I can't count the amount of times I've thrown it. And it would have hit them, but they were
running
running
ball.
Or no?
Play who you played last time. So if you played Doomfist, play Doomfist, and then Reckon.
I'm just like
ball.
trying to figure out if we're gonna actually play.
Play the
Yeah,
exact same
sniper.
comp we played when we were in Junkertown.
I don't remember the last
Sniper.
last time I played Junker.
because
Remember,
I remember
guys.
you saying, "I'm popping off."
Remember, guys, this is a quick play.
This
It
is
always
quick play.
was.
Let's talk. Let's recreate that. So we were destroying this motorcycle. We're like, oh wow, this motorcycle's sturdy as
I'm not
shit.
retracing
I'm
this.
discording it.
I'm
I'm
gonna
discording
punch
it.
things and we're gonna do it good. Yeah? Okay.
All right.
I was
Okay.
spinning around up here without any point. There we go.
I'm playing volleyball with this thing, and yep. And let's get ready to play. All right.
Playing volleyball with my enemies' faces.
Delicious.
I remember that thing
I rem-
yesterday for that Mercy. He Chris
They
Browned my ass.
They have Hanzo?
Fucking laid a giant monkey fist on her.
Wow, that's not weird.
It's not racist.
Hanzo's
Alright.
sitting on the right window with an arrow charged. Watch out.
Yeah. Thanks, dude.
What? I clicked his head!
To the right.
That's pretty funny.
Somber right side.
That's
Shoot trans.
Omega. Maybe not.
I'm waiting.
Hanzo
Oh, I'm
Discord.
anti. I'm anti. Don't do it yet. I'm anti and hack. Don't do it yet.
Nice.
Summer just got deleted.
Alright, I'm gonna dive.
Alright, hold on. Alright, hold on.
Dive in Hanzo.
They're all
Discord.
anti.
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
Ana's one in the back. Ana one in the back. Ana one in the back.
Alright, get Anna.
Arisa's low too.
Arisa dead.
Hog
I'm
Discord.
stuck.
Discord.
I'll bubble you.
Careful behind. He's back right.
Hanzo
Okay,
1,
okay,
Hanzo
okay.
1, Hanzo 1.
Hanzo.
Back.
Alright,
Hog anti.
They're
Hog
anti.
anti.
And Zen.
nice.
Zen's to the left, Hog to the right.
Summer coming bottom right. Summer coming bottom right. She's invis.
Alright,
I'm probably gonna nano UZ.
okay.
Heals fine. Heals fine. Heals
Yeah,
fine.
I'm on you.
Summer's
Cart.
probably. Arisa headshot. Arisa one.
Risa. Nice, Risa dead.
Summer on me behind.
Summer hat. Discord.
One. Got out.
Anna. Oh, damn, they got me.
Zen dead.
These.
On in the back line.
Push.
Alright, push. Hold back. No. Hold back him. Get the Windstar.
This is winnable.
Yeah, it's winnable.
Oh my goodness.
They're all anti. They're all anti.
Oh my fucking hell. I can't do anything.
Then switch to Sombra.
No, it's not. It's just Hog.
Solo would start. Never mind. It doesn't matter. If you guys play together more, the two of you will be able to get a Summer coming out of stealth for sure.
Damn,
But
I should have kept Cause. He was speeding, or he was stalling.
yeah, one of the things is you don't necessarily have to
Push
switch
over
off.
to Reckon.
Think about how you can play differently to counter her.
Sombra.
Just get EMP.
Arisa's hack top right.
Well,
Right.
so if
I'm on you, Reckon.
I can help assist him. I just gotta
Summer's
be with him.
definitely got EMP. I'm gonna stay safe.
EMP. Hanzo.
Sombra's in the
Using
right.
Dragon main.
Summer's
It's
in the
fine.
right.
It's fine.
Push down.
Hanzo's alone on me.
Back up.
We're down. Back up. Put in reverse, Terry. Alright, let's go.
They're on me.
I
We're
got
good.
you.
You
Alright,
missed
so
like
they-
If
6
they're
shots.
overextended, we should be pushing in on them.
Zen Hanzo top right.
Hold on. I'm 3 to jump. Alright, ready to
Hanzo.
initiate.
This top right.
Diving Hanzo.
Sombra.
Discord.
Hanzo
He's
low.
one. He's
Summer one behind. Summer one
Summer
behind.
Discord.
I'm
Summer
antied.
Discord.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I
We
think
needed
they're
to
just shutting us
capitalize on
down.
that Hans.
Yeah, I dove him.
I mean, he was one. He just got healed to max, and then we all got antied. So
Healed to the max.
One of the things you can do is you can do a split dive.
They're all on main pushing top right. Or they're all going top right.
If you send one of you guys onto the healers to distract healers while you dive Hanzo won't get healed and he can die a
Hanzo?
lot easier. But each of you will be a lot more susceptible by yourself.
We're gonna go on Hanzo.
White man.
Zen's on this bridge over here. Hanzo's one.
Hanzo
I'm
Discord.
gonna dive up.
Try healing. Thank you.
Hanzo
Pushing
one.
up.
Hanzo one.
pushing up.
Hanzo one. Dead.
Move
Three below in the back.
Take it.
Call targets.
On a no sleep.
Alright, Zen in the back.
Orisa hack,
Zen's one in
Orisa
the
hack.
back. Using
IDP.
primal.
Send Discord.
Arisa low.
Arisa anti.
I'm getting on their healers.
Hog hacked.
They're anti.
Reaper Discord.
Okay,
Hog is
healing.
low. Hog
Nice,
is low in
nice.
the back.
Arisa.
Hog is low payload.
Alright, get on payload.
On
On
it.
at Mega. On at Mega.
Discord.
On at Mega.
Reaper
Alright,
Red
Hog
Hog
is hacked.
Discord.
Hog is hacked. The hook. One.
They're getting out.
No, they ain't.
Well, no, just I meant like, yeah. Okay, just Sienna.
Alright, so they don't have Sombra anymore. They have Winston now instead of Arisa.
They're gonna
Alright.
dive me
Alright,
when you
Reckon,
guys
I'm on
dive.
you.
They're gonna dive instead of.
Reaper's top.
There's a Winston above.
Okay.
Careful.
Yeah,
on
they're running Reinhardt now.
I'm pretty sure they've got nano, unless they
Yeah.
used it last.
They're running they're running Ryan Zarya.
On the Reaper up top.
Alright.
Heals on the right really quick. Behind you.
There you go.
I
Behind
got
you,
you.
Phil.
Oh, okay. I thought we were diving. My bad.
I was just.
You didn't say anything. You just.
I'll call a
Alright.
dive.
Okay.
Ryan Discord. If you
Mine
can
hacked.
do anything. I'm getting out.
Yep.
Send them back.
They don't dive. We're not diving.
Yeah, I
Or just-
know.
Or if you just at least
Alright.
at the very least say something.
They have grab.
Hanzo's
They
one-
have
Hanzo's
dragon.
top mid.
Yeah,
Okay,
being all
ready.
serious, they might
only two on payload right now.
Okay.
I can't protect.
Gotcha.
They split.
Zen's alone at Mega. Right Mega.
Hanzo bubbled.
Ryan Discord.
Alright, they got me countered.
Yeah, let's switch. We gotta switch off.
Zen's dead.
Hold on, switch off dive. Let's go Ryan Zarya.
IVP.
They're on a left, back, left. Or back.
They're playing closer.
Ult real quick.
Alright, they're playing closer together, so yeah, dive's not gonna be beneficial.
Diana's pushing me. No sleep. Alright, IVP.
Alright.
Do we want to EMP mines or something? That.
They're
Right.
right side. Right side. Reaper's on me.
Help.
Yeah, Reaper, get on Reaper.
I'm coming.
I'm anti-ed.
I got all of them.
He's out of position though.
We don't have anything to go up with that. Alright, Reaper's on me.
Reaper 1.
I'm switching.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
I
switch
can-
too.
Alright,
What are we doing?
we'll start run dive. We'll try to go from top left. Or, yeah, top left. That's where we're gonna go.
Alright, if you get high charge, let me know. Reconfigure.
Alright, let's go.
Grab.
Jumping down.
Hanzo,
Hanzo's
one
top.
right side.
Reaper's top left.
Hunter Discord.
Ryan's gonna have shatter.
Miss my sleep.
Yep, I'm
Fuck,
anti.
it's alright.
They nanoed, it's okay.
They still
Just back up. Reset.
still grab. That's what they're gonna use next.
Alright.
Reaper's pushing up.
Optionally, we could eat the grab, and now we use trans. Never mind.
Let's go
Yeah,
top,
sorry.
alright, jumping down. Ready? Let's go.
Right out
Okay,
then.
that was fucking gay.
No sleep.
Reaper top left.
Gonna create space. Ryan has shatter.
Ryan Discord.
Ryan's
Reaper
left.
Discord.
You using dragon? Oh yeah, I'm dead. See you later, boys. Don't get picked off and we can push this. Back up if you need to. Just make sure not to die.
I'm way out of position.
And hide.
Hide, baby girl.
Alright, you guys are gotta go without me.
I do have high charge. Ryan's right here. Shatter.
Alright, you're funny, dude. You're funny, mofo, dude.
He's about to kill me. Don't fucking kills the entire team. You're fun. Damn,
It was a
damn it.
very good move.
Let me do it.
Yeah, no, that was real smart.
I did go over. It was overtime.
I was on payload. I jumped over the Reinhardt. Just kind of walked past him and down.
I know you said that, but I didn't fucking hear it.
So watch your switches. Take a second and get one good switch. You took a long time to do a couple different switches. If you take 1 second, talk it out, figure out what you want to play and why you want to play it, and then go. It will be a lot better than doing a switch to see if it works, because it's gonna be really bad for time and ult economy.
Z,
What?
you gotta call when you're diving and who you're diving. You kind of just go over to their whole team.
Well,
Doesn't
no,
say
that's
anything.
Reckoned. Reckoned's the initiator. I just follow him. I just follow
It will be between the two of you. You both will be in charge of finding targets and then deciding together who you want to dive. You just need to be more vocal about it, because you can't let one or the you guys can't assume that the other one's gonna do it. You need to be together doing it.
Do you guys want to play dive again? Or you want to do that?
No, let's do death ball.
Yeah, dive is not gonna be great on.
You were running what? Winston, Hammond, what?
Winston, Hammond, Sombra, Doom. Doom, Widow to start, and then switch to Sombra.
I don't appreciate you exposing me, Recon.
You
I
could have
suggest-
done something to save us.
I
guys
didn't know that he was gonna fucking
What'd
do
you say,
that.
Mevin?
Expect the
Guys,
unexpected.
clear comms.
What is-
Clear
Hey,
comms.
yeah.
Mevin, what?
For dive, I suggest if you run Hammond, Winston, Genji,
Yeah.
you slam, jump, and dash. That will do a lot of damage.
Yeah, one of the things is Doom and Widow aren't great backliners. You're gonna want probably like an actual backliner, like a Tracer or a Genji or a Sombra. There was one moment when you guys attacked right here that was really good, where you got the uppercut over the shield that allowed a nade. That was really good. Play them around with the uppercuts to put them out of position, but other than that,
Bastion?
you need an actual backliner.
Alright, I'm gonna pin him.
Start
I'm gonna pin him.
backing off. Me and Reckon can
I'm
both-
gonna make them
Reset
feel like
Discord?
they have a
Start
chance.
backing
Follow
off.
when you're ready,
Reckon
'cause I'm
can
about-
flank.
Alright, I'll tell you when I'm ready for bubble. Okay, well there goes that. I guess I'll pin if I have to.
Damn it.
No, wait, I'll pin here. No,
Yeah, never a good idea. Never a good idea.
It was just a thing I wanted to try.
We should have played the flank. As soon as we saw the back.
No, we do Scrim.
We're still getting picked. We need to either full reset or not.
Back out. Just full reset. Let him take it. We'll set up here and we'll
Set up high ground here then. If you have the time to take the high ground, take the high ground.
Take the high ground.
I'm on it.
Taking it.
I'm gonna drag in the Bastion.
Don't get pulled by Rogue.
Okay.
Maurice is gonna be pulling, just so play a little bit away from her.
Also, me and reckon we can flank and get a bunch of damage on that Bastion.
I'm gonna drag in.
While we do this. I can probably get a few shots on his critical.
Reckon you could also go DV here. Defense increase your Reinhardt in the basket. Let him get there and charge.
Alright, here comes the dragon on the.
Alright. They're moving. They're ready for that. I'm up pin.
Bastion left.
Yep, Bastion left side.
Mercy's
Bastion's left side. Bastion's left side. I'm getting on Bastion. I'm getting on Bastion. Bastion low. He's one. I'm gonna look for a shatter here. I'm dead.
How did they all turn so
Get the torp.
You guys gotta capitalize on that basket by himself sooner. You waited too long.
I was on him. Okay. We can.
So one of the things is most points are designed for 2 fights per map. We should be able to do that.
That Zen on left is alone. Nice.
We shouldn't be 1 fight and staggered through each of the fights because we should have more than 3 fights on Junkertown.
Focus this Bastion down.
So you be careful on peak right now. You're by yourself.
Oh my god, I know.
Then why were you there?
Yeah.
I was debating whether I could make it.
It's Bastion. You need 6 always.
Yep.
Zen's at Mega. Alright, I have Bob. I can get high ground and drop it.
Okay, we have 5 ults. Let's start using some.
What does that mean for them? What does that mean for them though?
They have all their ults too.
Bob on payload.
Just gonna get all.
Oh my goodness.
Nice. Alright.
Push him.
Push him. Don't let him set back up on payload. Don't let him set up on payload.
I'm on Bastion. Bastion 1. Dead.
Keep calling.
They use ults. Shatter.
Hog.
Mercy Discord.
Roadhog.
Mercy, help.
Alright, backing up.
Behind.
Mercy's half on top point. Now she's back.
Alright, we can't let him set up back on point.
We've got grab Nano Bob.
This is the only game where I've seen people turn and shoot me before I even.
Let's do plan nano.
They're a group of 6 and they've been playing together for a long time. They have good comms. They're going to be able to snap everyone's attention to one thing.
Before I even peek the corner. How is that in any?
They're pre-firing you because they know where you are.
Can't see any further than where you are, Z.
Alright.
Z, also be careful when you shatter. Make sure you know how many people you're up. You were up a lot of people there. You can probably save the next fight.
Don't get grabbed. Oh, Road is looking for that hook.
Going for the sleep on Ryan.
Bob.
Hit him.
We have grab dragon. Grab dragon.
Shield going down.
Grab dragon.
I'm ready for whatever you are.
Looking for a hook.
I'm looking for
Hog no hook.
grabbing the back there. Got
They-
3.
I'm dead. They use whole hog.
Hog.
Perfect.
Ryan.
Nice grab.
Nice pin.
Oh my goodness. TNT.
We can look for a nano run. We can nano me. Yeah, whichever. Nano Bob if we need to.
They can sleep.
Soul.
They have a tracer now.
Try to get Bob onto one of these high grounds to rain down from above as they push in. That'll be a lot better than pushing him directly into the team because with their team they could burst in too fast.
They're gonna be looking for grab dragon here.
Brandon, just throw it to your left on this high ground.
Yep,
I'm waiting for
Tracer's
the
in the back.
platform.
Tracer's in the back on me.
Few seconds.
Start running away from
You could.
Try healing.
Yeah, I'm on.
Duck.
Tracer's up top.
On
That was really good. You were sitting there waiting for that fidget spinner to go around. You can do stuff in between. You were just sitting there watching it. Still throw nades, still try to get shots out.
Large fidget spinners.
Somebody kill the tracer?
Alright, shatter.
Somebody kill the
What
tracer?
are they gonna have if you have shadow?
No, she's out. She's out. She's out.
I have sights on the tracer.
They have trans, I think.
Zarya, good.
Nice.
What's our next ult combo?
Hallway.
Set up top left.
Shatter,
Nano shatter.
Oh my goodness, it goes so much higher than I thought.
They're falling back to the
This might also be a good time for possibly Nano Zarya and to build up Grav for the Grav Dragon.
Alright.
Take a look at it.
Hammers down,
If Reconfigure gets real good charge, then he's gonna be a good.
They're all up top.
Never mind.
Okay.
Only Nano Shatter. Only Nano Shatter. Don't do it on
Shatter.
Mocha one.
Someone stop.
Nice. No nano.
Good call.
I'm
Perfect.
Charge miss.
That was a good dragon, but I mean, I didn't know what the fuck you were doing.
I'm playing God mode. I'm playing 2 levels ahead.
It's fine. He builds dragons up really
Mhm.
His mind didn't even know what he was doing. He just did it on his own.
They were pushing through a doorway. That's a great time to.
Okay, Nano Zarya.
No, Nano Ryan. Nano Ryan to build Shatter.
So you look for the opening.
They don't have shatter. I'm gonna
They
look
do
for a
have
pin.
Brad.
I'm gonna look for a pin.
They're going all
Fuck, they
up
went
top.
up
Watch
fidget
out.
spinner.
Windstar for grab only, yeah. Windstar for grab only.
Tracer,
Yeah.
pulse bomb.
Where the fuck are they going?
They're all up top.
Run, Hanzo! Oh,
They're all up top on me.
Nice stop.
I forgot.
oh shit. Oh jeez.
I'm with you, man.
Hey, everyone, calm down. You're on cart. They have to come to you still. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, group up, guys.
It doesn't matter.
Tracer behind.
Where the
Tracer
fuck
behind.
are they going?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Zen's bottom right.
They're going to our
bottom
spawns.
Hanzo, Zen, get on Zen.
Watch out. Here comes Grab soon.
Force trans.
Grab soon.
You guys are very split right now.
Nice.
Play
Man,
on me. I'm dead.
Keep killing targets.
Nope.
Trace on me bottom right. Behind you, reckon?
Look to shat. Okay, we'll look for a drive. Look.
You're close to grab bomb or grab dragon.
Right, yeah, grab shat, grab dragon. Man, I love when I can't get words out of my fucking throat.
Me too. It's my favorite.
You have numbers.
They have
Nano me.
Hanzo on payload.
Nano me.
Nano Hanzo on payload.
oh fuck, I'm down.
No grab or no dragon.
Shatter.
Tracer's on me.
Oh, they blocked it.
Heels down. Min heels down.
Alright.
Tracer in the back.
I'm slept. Oh, why do you trans?
It's alright. We have time to reset this. We have time.
Yeah.
I got Grab.
We're okay.
A moment like this would be, yeah, I was about to say when.
Yeah. Get on point.
Get on point. No.
I didn't know which way you're going.
Did they win?
I went out
How
left.
far did we get?
They
We
won.
did-
We
we
didn't
didn't
get that far.
All the way.
No.
For
Yeah,
the tie.
that was a great call. I was gonna say it win, but I didn't want to mess up comp.
Alright, I would really like us to go over that video so you guys can see why it is that I'm super mad all the time.
I don't need to see it. I understand. It's the problem that's it's cluttering comp, and it is a problem.
Mhm.
So the more you do it, the more
Jeez.
pissy I'll get about it. But it's fine. I do understand why. I know what lag is. I've experienced it before.
Excuse me.
I need to pee. I'll see you guys later.
Alright, bye.
All right, everyone. Real quick, we'll get everyone. That was actually really good today. We started off really strong on Blizzard World. Blizzard World was really good. You guys came out of the bat and you guys showed them up real hard. That was actually really good. They had some time off. So I think they were still getting the groove of things because by here, it definitely was a much closer fight. But you guys came out of the gate strong. You guys had good ult combos on that, and you guys really did well. You guys had a lot of really good retakes today, which was really good to see. Taking it slow, not panicking when they're on the point, taking it slow and coming back all with the ults that you need to retake it. There was a couple times that right there it didn't happen, but those are really hard to do, and you guys did them really well. But Overall, it was definitely a very good day. One of the things that we really need to work on, and Z and Soul definitely is, I mean, Soul just left, but that comms, yeah, it was very good, but there's still so much of that unimportant stuff that's being thrown out that's definitely cluttering up comms. And so the goofing off, the oh my god, I'm lagging so hard, this is bullshit, he shot me through the wall, all that stuff definitely needs to stop. It needs to be waiting till after the game or not at all, because it's not helping anyone definitely.
A few things I tried to control.
You definitely can. You definitely.
I mean, Paris was the worst for me because it was a new map.
New map and everything, definitely for sure. And we have we're friends with all of them, and it's fun to go shit on Snafu sometimes. But yelling "get fucked Snafu" as you're charging into their fucking spawn is definitely not something you should do.
To a degree, it's understandable and a little bit of messing around, especially when.
Yes, of course.
Scrim, it's perfectly fine. Like when it gets to soul level and he's just like complaining every single death, it starts to become an issue.
And one of the things is, these inter-team scrims are definitely really good. Most of our teams are, at a point where we can scrim each other, and it's not going to be a stomp. So it's really good that we have, scrim partners within people that we like, and we know how to counter each other and stuff like that. But if it's not being taken seriously, then it's not going to be helping really anyone. So we definitely need to be taking these extra seriously, because this is still practice, even if it's against our friends, if we're trying out new maps and stuff like that, trying out new comms. But this is still practice. We definitely need to be taking this 100% seriously. I definitely don't think you guys were fucking around and goofing off the entire time. I'm not saying that at all, but there's definitely a lot more improvement that we can do for that. But other than that, it was, yeah, dude, that was impressive too. That was really good. Nepal was the triple tank. We haven't really done much triple tank with one DPS, but we rolled out on it, and that was a comp we haven't really tried much, and we looked really good on it. The triple tank Ash was definitely working, and the Sombra was definitely really good today too. That was good, and reconfigured flexing to the DPS. That was also fun. We definitely.
But not today, apparently.
Yeah, it's something we're not practicing, and if it's something that we want to be doing, we definitely need to be practicing it, so that way you're not jumping in, not not practicing and stuff like that. But
Doom Hamden combo really only falls apart when I can't get to the high ground. Like on Numbani, I just straight up couldn't get there before getting picked. But when it was Junkertown, I was able to actually get up there.
It's exactly the same as Numbani with the Sombra. Doomfist needs to be in position to dive before anyone else, because he has the least amount of movement that he can do to get there. Hammond can fucking fly across the map in a single fucking thing and get anywhere anytime. Winston's jump can take him forever. Doomfist needs to be able to get somewhere without using abilities or with using one ability, because he still needs to escape as well. So
that double boot, like on Junkertown, he slammed, and then I shifted.
And then you shifted, and you hit the anti on it. Dude, that was I nutted on that for sure.
I timed it and I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is going to work.
That was impressive. That's one of the things though where you guys did a lot right there. A slam, a uppercut, and a nade is a lot of damage, but it's not focus damage. It's AoE damage. Everyone got damaged the same, so it doesn't really yeah. So it's going to be making sure that we're still shot calling through a lot of it.
Yeah, Doom's in a situation right now where he's either popping off 100% of the time or he's just dead 100% of the time, and there's no fucking in between. Straight. So he's really rough on
full damage is Hammond.
I feel like me playing a lot more aggressive. I didn't I don't know.
There was good times for it. There was some times that wasn't called for, and most of that's going to be around you and Commando, being in the communication of, aggression is fine as long as you're still in your, the area that you can be healed. It's when you push out of the area you healed that instantly drops you, because that 75 damage or heals a second that you're getting is instantly cut off. So it's something to be careful of. Definitely, that was another thing I wanted to bring up. A lot more urgency. The calls were you were snapping to attention. The shot calling was definitely good when it was there. It's still at the times where you do it and then you stop, and then I have to call it for it. You do it and then it stops. So once we get to where we can do.
I die and I can't call anything.
One of the things is that third person mode, you can still do it, and remember, if you're shot calling and you die and you're target calling someone and that person is still alive, continue to call it, and you're the person in charge. So then you go, who's next? That's what I like to do, is who's next. When I die, I continue to call. I call who's next, and that will make someone call out who's next, and then you continue to say what they're saying until you see in the kill feed that they've died, and then you call who's next, because
so I basically narrate what they do.
From your spawn, you don't have anything to worry about. All you have to do is worry about getting back to the fight, and so you have to wait for that, and then you have to walk there. So you can be calming as much as you can. Obviously it's going to be hard because you're not there, and so if they need to be calming something and you're taking up the spot, but the who's next, making sure people are staying on target is definitely something you could still do from spawns. You could still do while you're dead. You can still do as you're walking back to point. So just be aware of that.
So I don't really want to throw accusations or anything, but at the last fight when they had Grab Dragon to finish off, and I was saving my trans for Grab Dragon, I heard the call no dragon. Was that
no dragon?
Really fast, or
no, there was no dragon because Reckonet just died.
Oh, no R dragon. Okay.
Yeah, that was our I called no dragon because I didn't want reconfigure to throw a grab without the dragon, because if we had lost grab or dragon right there, the recontest would have been extra
So
hard.
we gotta say, alright, so probably
I could have said R dragon, no R dragon or something like that,
or
but
just don't grab Zarya or something.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of knew.
Yeah, it was just something I saw.
I did call that I was dead.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everyone knew, because if we had wasted either of those right there, it would have been almost impossible. I mean, we still didn't even make it out of spawn, so oh well. But
I heard the call, and so I thought it was okay to trans, so that's why I did that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was just poor communication, and having 7 and then because you can't join 8 people in a comm situation for the 6 of you playing, it can get a little chaotic. So yeah, but it definitely wasn't bad. If they didn't have dragon, then 100% trans that. That's perfect. So good call. It was just poor communication on my part.
I mean, overall,
Doesn't matter.
We almost beat 3-2-3-5K team that we just beat even after 3 weeks of not practicing.
Yeah, definitely.
Fucking trash.
All right, well then I want to hear one thing from each of you, good today, or something that we need to be working on still. Let's just go top to bottom.
I was really good at getting my transes fast when I was playing.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that you were putting work into the tanks.
And I think I need to get better at calling out my discords, because
Mm-hmm.
I just assume people see that, but I need to be better at Marissa.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, putting a Discord on someone is really easy for you to just shot call whoever has a Discord, because if they've got Discord, they're a susceptible target. So, being Zen is basically every single E is a shot call. But you'll get there.
Okay, so I'm next.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I feel like my anti-nades were better this time. I got more aggressive with them. I got more hits. I called them more. And the things I could improve on, I guess, is just positioning. Make sure I don't get caught out. I got caught out a few times, so I just need to be careful for that.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that you had gone. We it happens every once in a while, but you still did a couple, and I think the out of position might have been from this where someone pushed too far forward and you kind of chased after them to try to heal them still, and then it puts you in a susceptible position. So it's going to be on dictating where you can and can't heal, and making sure your team stays within where you can heal, and then you'll be almost always in a good position. It doesn't really matter where, because your team will be in a position where they can help you still.
All right.
We'll skip coaches. We'll go to Rickend.
I did my job
Definitely. I think you're definitely getting a lot better though. I think especially when you like if you're going to be flexing to a tank or something like that, tanks definitely need to be talking a lot more. But you're also on the position of like Hanzo and stuff like that, where there's less important calls. It's going to be focused mainly around your ults and who you can and can't kill. Like with getting people low, putting a storm arrow into a tank or something like that. But there's been improvement, so continue to work on that improvement, and it will be fine.
My grabs were better. Getting ding.
Mm-hmm.
Figuring out the better times and the better places and targets. I could just today, especially, I could have done a little better in comms. I was kind of quiet throughout today, but I was trying to take a backseat. I was also kind of tired. But
Z took up a lot of the space, and it was definitely good because on main tank you would definitely want that. And Z was doing a really good job with it, so you can be less talkative, but you definitely need to be a lot more talkative with, especially with your bubble calls.
Alright, one thing I was good at is that I was looking more at the comp and I was seeing what ults they were planning on using for the most part, trying to see what we can do to avoid that. A lot of the things like EMP Shatter is kind of hard to block, but still calling it out is something. And then something I probably need to work on is just like when I'm engaging and I have to see where Ana is, because 9 out of 10 times when I go to when we get a pick and I go to push Reinhardt, I'm gonna get naded. So just looking for those nades and seeing
Yeah, if you can get good at tapping your shield to block a nade and blocking yourself and or the rest of your team, that's a lot of value lost from a missed nade.
Oh, and I made the call to switch to McCree to stomp them on the pole.
Yes, that was good.
Yeah, you definitely have a good comp sense. Be more vocal about what you think we should be running, because there was a couple times, especially with I noticed a couple times you called out like this isn't working, like with the soldier and stuff like that. Be more vocal about
and
that.
Usually reconfigured will then say I'm wrong, so I kind of back off of it half the time.
About something, but
yeah, take a moment,
Did I argue with the May pick? Because I don't think
yeah, take a second, put it out there, and then decide between all of you if it's a good idea or not. But being quiet and not even bringing it up is going to be worse than bringing it up and deciding not to do it. Maven, you want to add anything from that last map you saw?
Yeah, we were good to switch off dive because we see it wasn't working after they went death ball.
Yeah, when they're running a Bastion comp, right? Rican, you could probably go Diva instead of Zarya because you can't get your bubbles to get molten instantly, which is going to allow Z to get to the cart, and you guys can all fight Bastion right away.
Okay, I can do that.
And then Z, when you had a Nano Rhine combo for yourself, and they have Shatter, so you did it good. You wait for their Shatter. And then what I like to do is as soon as you see Zarya use both her bubbles and they're down Shatter, you get Nano boosted right away. So that's what you want to look for. As soon as Zarya uses both of her bubbles, you just get Nanoed and run right to
Okay.
it. That's the best way to use it.
Gotcha.
That's about it.
All right.
From what I saw.
Yeah, I think I've talked and said what I needed to say, so I don't really have much else to say.
Alright.
All right, well, good practice, everyone. I'll be with you guys tomorrow again, so you have a scrim plan, Z?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, then, I'll see you all then.
See it. Good practice, everybody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you rather I uploaded this game because I recorded it and we review that tomorrow, or you want the one versus white?
We did the one versus white, didn't we?
No, that was a different one.
We did Academy. We did Academy. Yeah, let's do this one. This one I think will be good.
I also have the scrim for today, so we can go over that.
Yeah, we can plan a VOD review or something. My week filled up pretty fast because Academy wanted to do some stuff as well. So and I have a shit work schedule this week, but maybe next week or at some different time But we could definitely do VOD reviews, and we should definitely be doing a lot more VOD reviews because honestly, live coaching is good and stuff like that, but there's a lot less stuff we can point out in a live coaching time. And so doing the VOD reviews to point out the stuff and then taking the scrim time to practice the stuff is going to be better than trying to point out stuff and practice it at the same time. Alrighty. Well, in that case, I will see y'all tomorrow.
Alright.
Thank you. Later.
Hi, friends.
Who's that?
'Tis I, the dopest.
I don't know. Who the fuck is that? I haven't seen.
Mm.
I
It's
haven't
like
seen
a
that guy.
betrayal, but whatever.
How is it from your guys' perspective? Because Rose did very well tonight. They did like probably the best I've seen them in a long time, and it was actually really good.
Yeah, on Blizzard World they had a pretty good setup with McCree and Junkrat guarding their soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't really dive him at all by myself.
Yeah, the
I mean, if there was a way, I didn't know how.
yeah, Blizzard World was definitely